American Air and Heat has been a sponsor of ours for years now.
Yeah, buddy.
And we get the preventative maintenance.
Well, you know what I always
year.
say? You know what I always say? American Air, American Heat, don't meet your meat out on the street. If you do, you'll get arrested. Mountain Dew Zero is the best kid. Yo, mama hanging out clothes. Yo, mama sock my mama in the nose. Did it hurt? No! Did it hurt? No!
I don't know if they'll like that.
That was really out of breath. I gave it to my best.
Did you write that right now?
I did. I wrote that right now. I was writing it as you were starting.
I literally just said that. I'm like, presenting sponsor, American Air and Heat. And you're like, okay. And then how'd you? I didn't even see you write anything.
I wrote it with my penis. It was below the table. You couldn't see that. I wrote that all with my genitals.
We literally just sat down here, and
I had the paper down here, and then I had the pencil on down with my genitals, and I wrote it. No hands.
Use that special power for something good. I don't even know if it's good for our clients. I don't.
You know what is good? Preventative maintenance for your air conditioning.
Yeah. They have $55 complete system diagnosis.
Yeah, they dropped the price on that. I don't even know why, but I do know that
it's usually $90.
Yeah, it's like $90. So you almost half off there. $64.95 preventative maintenance. That's what you and I always get.
Yeah.
They go through your house from soup to nuts, man, from the top to the bottom. They make sure that everything on your system is working. You dial in all of your thermostats. I had a bad thermostat. They repaired it for me, got me up and running.
Oh, here's a good one. Maybe you moved into a new house. I know Bart and Crystal recommend this.
Yeah.
$50 whole home duct cleaning and sanitization. Oh, God, I can't even say it. Sanitizing. Basically, because you move into a new house, all those people's dead skin cells.
Why you got to say that?
And dust is,
Don't talk about it.
Like a whole house full of those people's body cells.
Disgusting.
Dead in there.
Yeah.
So have the American Air and Heat come by and clean the whole system so that way you're not breathing in people's dead skin cells.
Yeah, you don't think about how much time you actually spend in your home. Like when I got we have that UV light, and then we have the electrostatic. I have the electrostatic air filter.
Yeah, I got the same thing.
That thing, it's a game changer. It makes the entire house smell like the way it smells clean after it rains, that.
Yeah.
It's almost like all of the junk has been washed out. That's what it smells like in my house all the time.
Yeah, that UV light will kill the flu virus and viruses and anything bio. Also, 36-month zero interest financing on a complete new system.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a pinch and you got to buy a new system, but the ability to finance it makes it so much easier.
And BDMs get 10% off products and services, including the whole system. So if you're looking for a whole new system, I know me and you have been thinking about getting a brand new system, more efficient. 10% off. Just mention you're a BDM. So that's AmericanAirandHeat.com. American Air and Heat, family-friendly service. That's American Air and Heat.
American Air and Heat. That's American Air and Heat.
Oh, yeah.
It's American Air and Heat. With heat.
Oh, okay.
Now,
all right.
Live from the Streamline Mortgage Solutions studio, it's Orlando's own Tom and Dan.
Hello. This is your Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan program. We hope that you will find our presentation precise, joke heavy, and just right. Thanks.
Show number 556.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan, show number 556. I'm Dan.
Tom.
Samantha, our producer, is here. Hello, Sam.
Hello.
How are you?
I am good.
What
Positivity
hoodie?
Friday.
What hoodie today? Semantics hoodie.
Yeah. The not haunted hoodie.
Did you know that you could celebrate 3 years of Samantha's podcast, Semantics, by going to her party at Rock Pick Brewing on the
29th of February,
That's
Saturday, 2 p.m.
There you go.
Yep.
Tom, you're going to be there, right?
I will be there.
Yep.
I will.
He talked to his wife, got it all worked out.
Yeah, everything's good.
Yep.
100% guaranteed be there.
All right.
It's the return. It'll be the official. It'll be the official return of Drunky the Bear.
All right.
Bear suit.
Bears, the whole
got it.
nine.
Beers and bears.
And you're doing a.
Thought about throwing
Aren't
away,
you doing
though.
a 1
Not
minute?
yet.
Aren't you doing a 1 minute? 3 minutes to commemorate 3 years. I don't know if anybody wants that. Hey,
might be
welcome to
2
the
minutes
show,
too
everybody.
long.
Travis Butler, our sales guy, is here, but you're more than a sales guy. You know what? You're my friend.
Oh.
Thank you.
So
That got weird.
Weird.
Wow, I thought I was always saying something nice. You guys all looked at me like I'm a fucking idiot.
I was waiting for it.
That's the kiss of death. Don't be doing
I was waiting for
That's
Tom to
bad.
yell, gay!
No, you can't yell that anymore.
Yeah. Not
think you can still
appropriate.
do it.
It's 20. I almost said it's 2013. You can't yell
And you
that.
can say it,
Fucking
2013.
2013. You can't say that 2013.
That was a height of when you could.
Yeah.
No.
And on news today, we love this guy, and he has one of the original podcasts that I listen to from the Ono Radio Show. In fact, he is the Ono Radio Show. It's our good friend Owen.
What's up?
I'm glad that
I'm bringing
you
it back.
took it back.
Nice.
So, speaking about back in the day and what you can and can't say,
Back in the day, what you can and can't say, Tom Bear.
You almost did a
And I am the
freestyle.
man doing a freestyle, and I don't even know that I'm doing it. You got that food, and I know that you're chewing. And Tom Bear, and eat the sub, eat the cheesy steak.
So-
everybody knows that Daniel's gay.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's doing your freestyle.
So, and this is kind of going to parlay into a panic I had last night. But Crystal told me, hey, I'm showing some houses actually to Mark Larabelle. I don't know what that means.
All right.
That
And,
means he was getting the naughty agent.
And
He was
I'll-
giving her the deep dick surprise.
vintage.
Jesus.
What was that? I was like.
Were you freaking out about it?
Vintage paper company. No,
that's what
I was
happens.
freaking out about making the joke and him calling me
Oh.
like, "Why are you saying those things?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry. I thought everybody thinks it funny."
That's on you.
I've seen the videos.
I
It's,
take nothing serious. I say whatever.
So, look, I have some other prospective buyers. Do you want to put in an offer or not? Well, I just think the price is too high. But do you want to put in an offer or not? Cut to drill press. And,
In the kitchen.
Oh, in the kitchen.
Always
Yeah.
in the kitchen.
And then you're looking around and you're like, no one lives in this house.
Yeah.
Like, there's not even a
Yeah,
cereal.
you're like,
in
it's
the
fully,
cabinet.
it's fully furnished. You know, like...
It's too pristine.
I see some pictures of a family over there, and you're getting cum all over the couch.
You know how you could tell? Nothing on the kitchen counters.
Yeah.
Like, everybody has something on the kitchen
At
counter.
least put a banana on it.
Yeah, something.
Use it.
If there's nothing, like,
Don't say use it.
This is a
Nobody
rent-a-mansion.
does that.
Somebody
You've
does.
never done that.
No, not with a banana.
Yeah, nobody has.
So-
that's a myth.
I have heard tale of cucumber. story.
Nobody does that. That is fake. Cucumber.
Cucumber.
Cucumber. Put it in your pussy.
don't know.
Cucumber.
So,
Make it really juicy.
Cucumber.
Thank you, Sam.
my wife's out
Sam plays. Sam wants to have fun
It's
today.
Fun Friday.
showing houses, and I'm sitting there with Tommy and Max, and Tommy had a fever in the morning, so he didn't go to school.
I've got a fever.
And so he's obviously sick, so he's just laying on the couch, like. And then Crystal told me, like, just keep track of his temperature. He had a fever. I gave him Tylenol whenever, what time, you know.
There you go.
I was like, all right.
Are you doing
I'll take
the don't you do 2 hours or Tylenol and then
Yeah,
you wait
something
and then
like
you
that,
do
yeah.
Advil
I don't
and then
know,
you got to go back and forth.
I'm like, yeah.
There's something with that. My wife makes me do that. It's like, okay, you give Maisie
It's like dive
Tylenol.
tables, yeah.
You give her the liquid Tylenol, and you wait like 3 hours, and then the next time, instead of giving Tylenol, you give Advil, liquid
Yeah.
Advil. There's like a thing to it. I don't know, some fucking kid thing.
I assume it's
Can
all
you do that as an adult?
conservative. I bet
I don't take any of that because the way that I use Tom math on that, I don't take Advil ever again, ever in my life. And here's a fun trick for all of you. Just eliminate it. It'd be better to have the hangover and save the damage of your liver for beer than to take Advil. So
Gotcha.
just, it doesn't even do anything.
Yeah, but
Advil's useless.
you can take a bottle of Advil and then one thing, it passes through your liver. Like, okay, it passed.
Wait, that's what it feels like?
It,
No, I
did
don't
some-
even take it anymore.
It did some damage, but it'll heal. I heard.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there, And the boys like watching America's Funniest Home Videos. This is where it goes into
That's my fault. That's my fault.
And I like that they like it because I like it too. So it's like one of the only things I want to watch this stupid
Blaze
or
Blaze the Monster Truck, Dora the Explorer,
all of it,
Nella the Princess Knight.
It's all just static
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, Mickey and the Roadster Racers. It's all a bunch of shit. But America's Funniest Home Videos pre-Alfonso Ribeiro is amazing. With Alfonso, hunk of shit. But I'll still watch it. But he sucks.
And so recently,
fuck that guy.
We watched all the Alfonso Ribeiro ones.
He's worse than Tom Rhodes.
And we went through
Alfonso Ribeiro
and Carlton.
I'm joking.
So because they're all for free, like on demand.
Yeah.
And then you have to pay for all the back ones, right? So we went through. We watched all the Alfonso
It makes me laugh
ones.
that you have had the same discussion that I've had with my wife about America's Funniest Home Videos.
So I said,
what parents do.
I said, fuck it. We're gonna go back. I'm gonna pay $2.99 for one of the old episodes, and we're gonna enjoy it.
She let you do that?
Who? I'll do. I use a business.
Wow,
that's what I do to hide all.
I know you want to do. I know you won't do it, but I want to give you a fist bump because I tried to order the $2.99 older. I wanted to get some Saget in my life, and I couldn't make it happen.
YouTube entire shows?
No, doesn't
the
look
problem
free?
is when I go to the YouTube, the kids they start screaming. They want their goddamn Ryan's. They want Ryan's.
If they see it,
they want the gamers TV. Yeah. So
you can say no.
I know, but then they get stuck, and then I put it, and then it's not enjoyable.
It diminishes the America's Funniest Home Videos if for May, if I open up hers, she likes these. It's like stories. They do like all the old Grimm's fairy tales, but it's read. It's read by like new adults, I guess. She likes those. I'm with you. If she saw that, she's gonna go, "Well, I want that," and then it kills daddy-daughter time.
Yeah. Because then we're like, "No, we're watching this." Yes, you could do that.
Then it's an argument,
and then they're mad.
Do you have Hulu?
Yeah, I got
it's
that.
It's on Hulu.
Well, you got to pay for it. The older episodes.
How much is it?
$2.99
per episode.
Yeah, or $20 for the season. I know.
Expensive as fuck.
It is.
Fuck that.
I was going to buy the
Only
whole
rich
season.
people can watch really old videos.
Go to their website. Their website has a bunch of old ones.
Does it? All
yeah.
Right.
It's free.
It's all, the website.
AFV.com.
$2.99. And I don't even know.
Epic dad pranks.
I just
you go by category like it's a porn site.
I hit buy. I don't know what's getting charged now. I don't know what's
Go to
happening.
Fucked Up Family. That's the ones I like.
I was like,
I got funny motorcycle fails.
No.
It says
Extremely
Taboo.
Challenged, which it has Tom's picture
Go
on
to
here.
Taboo or Fucked Up Family. Those are the ones. Or Cream Pie Surprise.
When I hit purchase on the $2.99, I don't know where it's coming from or who's paying it.
I told you not to come to me.
Psychologically, it's zero because it might as well. Like I agreed to it, but I don't know who's paying this.
So your documentary isn't that much more expensive than one episode.
That's right.
I think it's still half price. I haven't talked to Kirk in a while.
Oh, I meant to tell you. He's no longer with us.
Really?
Yeah, they found him dead in his sub shop. No, I'm kidding.
So,
I don't know. Hopefully he's well.
So I go back to I pick a older Tom Bergeron episode, right?
I approve of the Tom Bergeron.
So
fine.
I just picked the one, and the listeners can go watch it too. It's the one where the water slide, like the big blow up water slide, is like the clip art for the episode. You know what I'm saying? So the boys picked that one.
I like how you said that like we'd know. But okay.
Well, because this is a true like a real video that was in there that I was like, whoa, and I was like, that's weird, and I'll explain. So we're watching it. No. So we're watching this. I don't know what date this is, but it seemed like it was a while ago, possibly like a lot of social media, because I'll explain. So we're watching this, and then one of the clips was a family, and it looks like they were just like wandering around us, moving or whatever, but someone had put a phone or a video camera on the table, and it was filming them, right? So then the kids were doing like going up to the video camera, and like this one kid was making muscles, and he's like, "Oh, my muscles look so good." And it was like, my God. Like, oh, they're cute kids doing goofy shit, right? So then the sister walks over. And she's got to be like 15, maybe 16, like obviously underage, right?
Yeah.
Like blatantly underage. Walks up to the camera, and then like the brother's showing her muscles, and then she leans over and then smooshes her 15-year-old boobs together, and then like was like doing this like
titty shimmy?
Yeah, and I was like, whoa,
don't say titty shimmy. Well, you're allowed because you got them.
I was like, whoa, inappropriate. I'm like, why would they leave that in? It's weird. weird. Like, no, this is like, and then I was like, maybe it was like, who would?
Maybe you were so high you imagined it.
No, this
We're
happened.
finding out a lot about you today.
100%. If you watch this episode of Tom Bergeron, I don't know which one it is that has the slide on there. It had that. I was like, whoa, that's weird.
Raise your hand if you've paid $2.99 for a 15-year-old's titties.
Oh my God.
Seth just texted me.
There's only two guys I know that would do that. One of them's not here.
I was shocked that they had that on there.
I would be too.
And then it made me think, I was like, I wonder if, and I know for a fact back in the day, even in the earlier 2000s or whatever, like maybe you had less of an instant access to these companies that you do now on social media.
Oh, you mean as far as like getting that stuff cut out?
Now, was that what was supposed to be funny, or was there something else to the video that was supposed to be funny?
No.
Was she... Okay.
She just...
Was she squishing her boobs to make it look like she had big muscles?
No. She leaned over and did like a cleavage thing.
What was she wearing?
Just like a tank top.
Suit or tank top?
Yeah. But it was obviously an underage girl, and I was like, "Whoa!" I was like, "Why? That's super inappropriate." I'm like, "It's weird that the company."
What are the boys doing?
Even they're just sitting there watching it,
squeezing their balls real hard, making a
chicken heart.
Jesus.
And then I was like,
Jesus Christ.
I wonder
Seth is here.
if companies for sure could get away with a lot more pre-instant access and like all of the everybody watching instantly tweeting.
Let's start at the beginning. Was this, do you think at any point it was a different time?
It seemed like nowadays you could never get away with anything, or you wouldn't even leave that in because everybody would be like, "Don't what?"
I do
cut
feel
that part
like,
out. Or,
I do feel like this, and tell me if you because I have a theory. A 15-year-old girl in 2019, 2020 is different than a 15-year-old girl in 2000. I feel like. I feel like a 15-year-old.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like a 15-year-old girl in the year 2000. There was more innocence there. For some reason, I feel that way. Maybe it's because I have kids.
You were never a 15-year-old girl.
No, I'm not. But I'm like maybe because I have a kid now or something. But I feel like there was like it was more like. Of an innocent thing, and you could have that in the video, and people wouldn't think of it as like, whoa, too far.
Well, people maybe wouldn't get as like offended, or they wouldn't like tweet the company to complain, or tweet America's Funniest Home Videos and be like, oh, this is inappropriate.
So they're going to be less triggered.
So they were just like, it's funny, she's just joking around. But in 2020 eyes, and what I know, and how like sensitive everybody is, and corporations don't want to do anything that would be, considered inappropriate or whatever. Anyway,
our tits.
No, I don't want to talk about it.
Jeez Louise.
It wasn't. I'm just saying it was a weird thing for them to leave in there, and it would never happen nowadays in 2020. And back then, they just never thought about it. And in my eyes, in 2020 eyes, I was like, whoa, that's weird that they left that in there. And whatever time this aired, that a bunch of people, because I assume that some sort of like production assistants or producers watch the whole thing before it airs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
they have to be approved.
All the videos have to get approved through like standards and practices, especially like, back then it was on like ABC or whatever,
Still is.
Still is, yeah.
It's still so giant network. So I
wonder if it's on Disney Plus then.
I don't know. I don't think so. I have Disney Plus, and you have to go through Hulu to pay for it. I guess
weird.
We searched, but anyway, so that was one thing. So then Crystal called me and was like, I'm done showing houses. I'm on my way back, and by coming from the land or whatever. She's like,
turn off the 15-year-old titties off.
So then I was like, all right, cool. She's like, did you check Tommy's temperature?
Pause.
So I go and get the...
Well, it's hot now. He's watching all the cities. He's burning hot. The guy's flaming.
I go and get the thermometer, and she's like, all right, dude, the temple.
Is
whatever.
it the one?
The forehead one.
Yeah, I hate those.
So
I don't think that's accurate. I go rectal or nothing.
So meanwhile, like Tommy's just laying on the couch. I'm like, how are you? Like, he didn't want to eat dinner. So I check his temperature, and I look, and it's like 104.3. And so I'm like...
Real.
I'm like, it's
radio 104.3,
and I'm like, whoa, that seems high, but I'm like, how high? I'm not really sure if what is.
Wait, how high am I?
Temperature.
I'm real high.
I told Crystal, and she's like, that's super high. That's not good at all. Like, so,
bro, you have the internet
Well, I'm talking to my wife.
Did you check it again? Like, how do you not know that a fever of like close to 105 is like really high?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know how. I knew it was high. I was like, wow, like, but I didn't know it was dangerously high.
Wow, little buddy, that's impressive.
Yeah, this pays to be
Like,
me.
you won the fever.
Yeah, like when I do my fever and it comes up like 98.9, I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna run a little hotter today. You know what I mean? Like that's where it pays to be a hypochondriac. Like when I hit 99, I'm like, and Andrea's like, what's wrong? I'm like, 99. And I'm like, I go in and lay down. I'm like, I'm sweating. Oh my God, I'm passing out. I'm losing consciousness.
So
G-forces are too much.
My wife's like, you got to give him Advil now. So I go, I'm like getting Advil a thing. I'm like, she's like, give him 7 milligrams. I'm like, I don't think there's enough. Like I poured in the cup. So I'm giving him the Advil, and then we wait like 10 minutes, and she's like, check the fever again. I check it again. Now it's higher. It's like 104.7. So at this time, she's like, I had to call like the doctor and see what we should do.
Uber eats him some ice.
She calls and she calls me back, and then whoever she talked to, she's like, we got to take him to the ER. Like,
who'd she talk to?
I have no idea. She's
calling Dr. Bob.
Someone.
Dr. Bob. This is Dr. Bob. Hold on, I'm eating a cum spoon.
So at this time, I'm freaking out. Also, my mom had told me like
this
a while
was
back,
the reason.
Well, because she's like, my brother and my dad apparently would get if they ever had super high fevers like 104, 105, they'd have a seizure, right? And she's like, well, that runs in the family. I'm like, well, thanks for telling me. Because
that's not helping.
So I'm now
you're interrupting my 15-year-old Kenny.
Full panic.
All this garbage.
You shouldn't even start with that.
Yeah, it was a weird move. I don't know.
It was a weird
Right,
start.
I'm telling you, it's on there, and I was like, that's a weird thing to be on there.
It's like starting a running race on a track and putting your shoes on while you're running.
So I'm now in full blown panic.
Oh, I would be too.
Which is irrational, I know, because it's fucking. He's got a 104.
And how's he acting?
Fine. I'm like, how do you feel? He's like, fine. But he's got this super high fever, and I'm panicking. And like, if he starts having a seizure, like, I will lose my shit and just start destroying my house. I will.
Help him.
So he has a seizure. You stick your wallet in his mouth and then you just start destroying it.
Yeah. I'll rip my TV off the wall.
By the way, no way Tom's giant dad wallet is fitting in little Tommy's mouth.
You just put it over
the receipts out.
You just put it over his head.
So I'm like, I can't help it. Meanwhile, my mom. My wife is driving home.
He starts destroying the studio. Put your wallet in Dan's mouth.
Because usually I'm good under pressure, but
you're great under pressure.
But when
you're calm.
Well, when it has to do with myself, like you guys, everything, like I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm like, it'll be fine. I'm like,
thank you.
Like, even
when it has to do with you guys, anything around here.
My friends, anybody.
Because I'm rational, like, and I'm like, this is fine, and I should have been rational and been like, most likely the Advil will kick in and the fever will go down. There's not, maybe we don't have to go to the emergency room. But once my wife started panicking, and then I'm full blown panic because I'm like, at any second he could have a seizure, and then I'll rip everything.
She's not. In her defense, she's not there, so it sounds a lot worse. Like, even when Andrea tells me things about Maisie, if she goes and does something, and she's telling me, because I can't see it, I have a good imagination, it starts to spiral out of control.
So, but I don't want to panic in front of my sons, because I don't want them to freak out, like them to lose confidence in their old man. Your old man starts panicking.
Maybe you're worried about that. I mean, your worry is misplaced.
So Crystal's like, I'll meet you at the Winter Park ER, like, we got to take him because it's too high, and we can't take the chance or whatever. And I'm like, fine. So I'm like, boys, we got to go to the nighttime doctor. Let's go get your Crocs. And meanwhile, they're still watching.
Crocs. Fucking nerd.
Max has got no shirt.
Raise nerds.
And grab your bucket hat.
Get your dog Crocs.
Get your Crocs on and your wizard robes. We're going to the ER. And don't be nerds. Whatever you do.
So but they want to watch American Fun videos. I'm like, we're watching it. I'm like, no, let's go. And then I'm like, I went and I'm trying to find Max's shirt. I find a pajama shirt. I'm like, Max, put this on. He's like, I'm eating grapes. I'm like, bring the goddamn grapes with you. And at this point, I'm full on freaked out.
Hey, you did get mad, didn't you? Because that's the second time that
you brought up the grapes.
You didn't. Okay, please tell me you didn't yell at Max, because he will remember those, and one day he's going to yell at you, and it's not going to be pretty. He's a smash your head.
I picked up Tommy's sickly body. I'm holding him, and he's like,
is he like?
Well, yeah, but he's just got a high fever, and he feels like shit. I pick him up, and then I just start taking off running.
Where's Max?
Like he's in the house.
What, you're just one-wheeling to the ER?
It's fine. We know Max will take care of himself.
No, out of the house, out of the garage.
Don't stick your fingers in the bird cage. Eat your grapes. Don't watch those videos because I can't censor them. Especially don't pause it on what it's on right now. Give him one wheel. You're carrying it.
So
come on, one wheel.
I get to Tommy.
Go. Don't you die on me.
In the WRS. Meanwhile, I'm like, do you feel fine? He's like, yes. I'm like,
of course.
This is a high fever. I put him in there, and then I go get Max eating grapes. I'm like, get back on! I'm like violently putting his shirt
how
on.
Max doesn't give up. Max just sitting there. He's like
snacking.
I'm like, you didn't put your Crocs on.
While you guys freak out, I'm like, watch these titties eat these grapes.
So it seems like you have a hold of the situation.
Max is a cool dude.
I'm full panicking. I'm like, I want to destroy my house so bad. So
you've got one child has 105 fever. Dad's freaking out. The other child, he's becoming a man.
Yeah.
So I get him in the car, and then I take off, and I'm going down Lakemont, and I'm stuck behind a fucking granny, going 15 goddamn miles an hour, and I never honk, but never aggressive. But at this point,
at an old lady, dude, come on.
In my mind, I'm like, I'm taking my sickly son to the emergency room, and I will fucking
citizens arrest.
I will
run you off the road. You
I will
rusty revolver.
I just tried to find the synagogue to go and get prayed over. My husband just died.
I will pit maneuver this old bitch and take off. I'll crash my WRX. Don't care. Like, this is all irrational, by the way. I realize this, and this is insane. And my pop-up.
You're being super dramatic for Tom.
There's a man throwing grapes in my car.
I can't. When it comes to my sons, I'm irrational. That's my weak spot. Rational when it comes to logical to everything else. But with my boys, I become I'll
remember that when contract negotiation comes around.
It's ridiculous, and I know people will listen to this and be like, "You fucking idiot."
No, I think most people could identify. If you're a parent, I think we got some parents here. I think anyone I know that has kids would do exactly the same thing.
Although I imagine some parents that have gone through this, they got the 105.
My daughter had a mouth rash 2 weeks ago, and I cried.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, irrational. It doesn't make sense.
So, at what temperature does it become fatal? Is it
I think apparently my wife said she looked it up on Google, and they said 104. You got to take them.
It's worse for adults because I got 105 temperature. Remember, I got chicken pox when I was 29. And I got 105 temperature, and I went to the ER, and they're like, "Yeah, this could be really bad. We need to get your temperature down."
You start hurting your organs.
You do, and for kids, I think you get, like he said, Navy dive tables. I think there might be look, I'm not a fucking medical anything, but I think
the ER didn't give a fuck. They weren't concerned at all. You know what I'm saying? Wow. My wife runs. And by the way,
Castleberry ER is in the back of a Pizza Hut.
Oh, we head towards Winter Park when there's an emergency. Hey, this is a Tom Van. Tip of the day.
Tip of the day.
Head towards the money when shit starts going wrong.
All right. What seems to be the trouble here? I hear we have a young man with a 105 temperature. I'm the doctor today. My name is Dr. Violent J. Why don't you go ahead and have a seat up here on the table?
Yeah, I don't want to show up at the Castleberry ER. There's a fucking manatee as the doctor. Anyway. Rub his whiskers.
That's what I appeared. That's what I think manatees sound like if they could make a noise.
So we pull up. By the way, I've never been to this Winter Park ER. I don't even know where the Winter Park.
My God, they got chairs.
I pulled into the fucking where you kick out
where
your buddy when you get shot.
Take off. Oh, you took him through the gang entrance.
I took him to like the drive-thru.
Customary creeps.
And Crystal meets me there, and then she jumps out of the car, like grabs Tommy and and Max, of course, wants to he's like, let's go, and then I'm like, no, we're going because
he wants to go home.
Are you guys screaming and running through the parking lot?
Well,
Max wants grapes and babes.
Yeah,
he wanted to go follow Tommy,
of course, that's
but then
his bro.
Crystal's like, don't take Max inside a germ-filled ER. You know, there's no point.
Take him to Monkey Joe's, no germs.
By the way,
you guys are so irrational.
I'm serious.
It's ridiculous. The whole shit.
It is ridiculous. The hospital is cleaner than Monkey Joe's, man. Just guaranteed. It just is.
And of course, and then I'm like,
it's facts.
I'm
it's just
talking
science.
to Crystal on the phone. I'm like, what? Did they take his temperature? And they're like, no, we're just waiting here. I'm like, why not? There's an emergency. And of course, they were like, okay.
You know what they're going to do? They're going to give him some Advil, and he's watching America's Funniest Home Videos on the TV. In the waiting room, it's the same episode. 15-year-old.
By the way, perfectly fine. It turned out he has strep throat, and
so that's not good.
Well, I don't know how bad that is. But they just give him antibiotics.
Yeah,
and,
he'll be fine.
Some Motrin, and they even told us they're like all the on the kids Tylenol and Advil. They're like, oh, don't give them more than 7 milligrams. The hospital told us like that's all super conservative. You can give them like double that, no problem.
Give them the whole bottle. That's what we do here.
Yeah, they were like, this is all like.
Isn't that right? Give them the whole bottle, right, Dr. Manatee? Yeah, he's right.
It sounds like me when I take NyQuil. I do an extra dose of the NyQuil.
Like my wife had a cold this past week, and she had a jug of my favorite,
the good stuff,
the codeine left
You still
over.
have that?
No. I use all mine. This is her bottle. This is a regular. It's a little one. And she was like, I got a cold. I was like, so that morning I got up and I felt great. Rode my Peloton, came downstairs, and she's like, how do you feel? Like, you're not getting sick, are you? And I was like, a little sick. I faked it so I could get a shot of that sweet codeine. To the moon!
Put some Sprite in it.
But I was not sick. No, the Sprite dilutes it. I don't need the extra sugar. I just want the high.
So that was my night last night, and of course, then
that's stressful.
Everything takes a long time. They didn't get home till like 11.
Oh my god!
Tommy was super hungry. They stopped. We had a late night McDonald's party.
Yeah,
McDonald's party.
Yeah, what is that?
No germs there.
It was like 11:30 at night, so it was the only thing.
Sure, you can go in the play place.
So
good nutrition for when you're ill.
Yeah, you got to fuel up with those nuggets.
Toy. I don't
the
think
Castleberry way. I caught myself. Put some Sunkist on it. You're right.
It's in my hearty McDonald's. Good for you. Make sure you get the apple slices in your Happy Meal. That's the good part.
Yeah,
this is just candy. It tastes like apples. That's fine. Same shit. By the way, if anybody, I'm not even joking. I looked at if I take it, because the kids eat apples all the time, and we got this apple cutter thing.
Yeah.
You push it down. By the way, it saves a bunch of time.
Yeah, Maisie hates it though. She wants them cut by hand.
So
she's like, they're too regiment. She wants them in different shapes.
So,
oh my god!
Literally, I'll cut the apples. If the boys don't eat them within 15 minutes, they start turning yellow, brown, fast, literally, and then they won't eat it if it's 25 minutes after I cut it.
But they eat so slow.
Because they're like, these apples are brown. They're fine. Those McDonald's apples, then this morning, there's still some on the table. A bright white, perfect.
That's not healthy.
What chemicals on that?
Pump sugar into
I'm like, we should put these on all apples.
Or do they put it might be lemon juice or something, right? I've heard that if you coat
then they were sliced in the package.
There's no lemon juice at McDonald's.
Those fucking apples have been sliced for 6 months
2 years
in the package, and then they open the package. They're good for days.
It's crazy.
Years. They'll never turn brown.
I found a Crystal Burger Andrea found a Crystal Burger under her. She had a Volkswagen EOS.
Yeah.
And under her seat, one drunken night, I'd left one burger had fallen out of my bag, and I still, what's funny is I still remember that. I remember being drunk one night and being like, I know there's the burger. Where's the burger?
I'm missing one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But it was under there. When she pulled it out of the package, we were laughing. She pulled it out and looked fucking perfect.
Yeah.
It was pristine. I'm like, shit, that thing looks good enough to eat. I think it's still hot.
Dude, it's all food.
It's still hot.
You know something's wrong when ants won't eat it.
No, they won't touch it. But it looked perfect. I was like, that's amazing.
So,
R.I.P. Crystal. I know they filed for bankruptcy. I don't know if we're not losing anything, are we?
I don't know.
Because filing for bankruptcy, really, it's meaningless.
Aren't all fast food chains having a downturn because society is eating more healthy and
people are cooking more, I think, too.
Hardee's just came out with a plant-based burger, which I'm like, if you're going to
McDonald's
Hardee's to be healthy.
All the fast foods have their own plant-based.
Burger King does, Denny's.
I think Hardee's kind of lost their way, though, because, like you said, people that go to Hardee's don't want...
No. Give me all the grease and
Plus,
fat.
most of their restaurants are in the South, and I don't think...
There are even a Hardee's in Orlando?
I don't believe so anymore.
I don't know where there's
one
Hardee's
right outside of DeLand. My dad, Hardee's used to have the best fried chicken in the fucking world. Their fried chicken's phenomenal. Yeah. Not all locations do chicken, but...
Yeah,
breakfast used to be spot on.
Monster burgers were really good. The Monster thick burgers that they used to do. Yeah, I was a Hardee's man.
If you eat Hardee's breakfast, 100% diarrhea. Right?
Oh yeah,
there's no way. And if not, there's your organs aren't working properly because they should give you diarrhea.
Oh man, I wanted to come in
instant.
I wanted to come in early this morning and dump some soy sauce around the toilet to freak you guys out. We've had some guests. I won't say which guests.
Don't say who it is.
But we've had some guests. We had one guest that bright yellow vitamin pissed all over the floor.
All over the floor.
And then we had one guest that bright brown Coca-Cola pissed all over the toilet.
The one guest that peed all over everything, he was an older gentleman, and so we felt bad, but we did laugh and laugh.
Zero fucks. He just pissed all over the floor. I was in there fucking cleaning that shit up for like 20 minutes, bro.
I mean, I don't mind talking about this kind of stuff because we need to get better at talking. We need to go old school and talk about the shit. But no more old men.
I thought someone took a Diet Coke and poured it on the seat when I went in there.
No, it was all over the seat.
Yes.
So you had to clean it before you sat down.
I cleaned it with toilet paper. Did not sit down. Waited till I came back out, got some Lysol, wiped it down.
Oh, good girl.
Yeah.
Because
I don't know what was in that pee-pee.
Yeah. Also, there's one guest. If we're just going over it, I know we're all over the place.
I'm ready. I'm waiting for this.
Okay, so we've had violent yellow, just bright highlighter pissed everywhere. That was an old man
on the floor.
Then we had somebody else Coca-Cola piss everywhere
on the seat.
We've had a nug bottom
grenade shitter,
grenade shit, spray shit, booger on the wall. We've had
that's gross.
The worst one for me though, and I don't blame anybody here, but was on the back of the toilet. Went in there to pee, and I look on the toilet, and I'm like, "What the fuck is that? Is that ants?" Got out my glasses. It's not. It was crumbles. Where somebody had been like...
Well, we know a crumbler.
No, it's not him.
That could have been me.
No, I don't believe it's you. There's a lot of crumbles. This honestly looked like somebody took pepper all over the seat. It was bad.
I've been in a crumble a couple times.
Yeah, well, you do you don't flush sometimes.
What?
You don't flush sometimes.
I'm a chronic flusher.
No, sometimes you leave a piece of toilet paper in there.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Do you dab?
Oh, no, that's the courtesy wipe the seat off because I know she's a sitter. So, if it's a wet seat and I wipe it and toss it in there.
Well, flush from now on because I think you do that thing that I used to do where you wipe, and then you're getting ready and you're going to put your underwear on and you're like, you already flushed everything down. You're like, I got one more wipe. You give it one more.
One more starfish.
Yeah, one more just to make sure.
Glad I did that.
Yeah.
It looks like I'm staining my furniture with the rag. This would be bad. You guys saw that video that is all over the internet of that vet that got on Antiques Roadshow. That he had his watch that he was getting appraised.
I didn't see it until Dan showed it to us. But,
so it's been circulating the internet, and I watched it because it's like, oh, look at this guy. He finds out his watch is worth what was the amount?
$400,000.
Here, I got it. I'll pop it up here. So
I saw it's on World Star Hip Hop.
Well, what's
so everybody on the Twitch stream can watch it. Twitch.tv/Tom and Live if you want to watch the shows.
Answer this because you've watched Antique Roadshow before and stuff. How is it that this guy had no idea? He must have, because the internet and anybody could have Googled that watch and gotten at least an idea that it was super valuable, right?
Look at the old man. He definitely not Googling anything.
Yeah, but someone in his family, he had to have been... at least talking to someone to be like, hey, I'm going to go on Antique Roadshow and get my watch appraised, and then they'd be like, well, let me look, what is it? You could look it up in 2 seconds, right, on your phone?
Yes.
Yeah, and just be like, hey, Daytona Rolex, and put in the year and be like, whoa, I think this shit is maybe not exactly, but So is it cooked? Like
it was a.
I'm sure it is.
He knew, right?
I think it is. Here, I'll give you a little bit of the end of it, so everybody can kind of hear what this guy was saying.
It did not have the screw-down buttons.
It's crazy. He has
the one
all
that
the packets.
Paul Newman wore. Yeah. Currently at auction, those watches are going for approximately $150,000 to $200,000.
Duck Dynasty.
Your watch is more special. It says Oyster on it.
Yes.
They did that for an extremely short period of time. We refer to that as a Mark II dial. And this particular model, being marked Oyster, is extremely, extremely rare. A watch like this at auction is worth about $400,000.
Oh, get it.
You okay?
So then old man
he
fell
kind of
down.
rolled down on his back. It wasn't a faint.
Is he younger
like it.
than he looks? Because it seems
but I don't like anybody who long hair, beard, bandana, and then you do like he's celebrated in traditional prospector fashion of like he found a big gold nugget. You either do a jig or you fall down. And I just don't support that.
Yeah.
I can't support the don't celebrate like a gold miner.
What if you did that in everyday life? Like
if my wife's like, oh my God, Aruga's is open, and I was like,
yeah.
Come on,
it's fake.
Come on.
So he knew.
He knew.
Or had a roundabout.
I'm going to do my hillbilly roll when they announce the 400K.
yeah. Because
Come on, man.
Because every one of these shows has a producer that is
multiple producers.
And they kind of lean you towards what they want you to do because most people don't. It's kind of like the radio station days. It's like you tell someone they won a prize and they don't know how to act. They're like, oh, thank you. Because you're surprising them. They're on the air.
So when we tell you 400K, it would be nice if you could kind of help us tell this to how much this would mean to you and your family. So just give us a natural reaction. I'll do my hillbilly roll.
Yeah. That's what it was. Yeah, he for sure isn't finding out.
I can't support that.
That's a $400,000 watch at that exact second.
Do we know how he got the watch? Like how that?
In the beginning, he talks about getting it when he went into the military.
Yeah, he was in Vietnam, and I think he found the watch after torching 700 villagers.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's what I heard.
It's cool.
That's what I heard. I heard he found it after burning down. You're right. I think it was burning down a school.
So nowadays, any of these
down school.
So is it like
that's terrible?
Do you know how like a lot of movies nowadays they set themselves pre like 05 because none of the plots make sense with current day technology and cell phones and social media because all their plot points that you could poke holes in and be like, hey, you would have found that out on social media or someone would have texted you or whatever. So like, hey, we'll just set it.
But these shows have a lower budget and that is smart.
But what I'm saying is nowadays with like Antiques Roadshow, like maybe this would have worked 20 years ago in 2000 when there's less information out there and stuff. Now it's you can't even believe that someone finds out what something's worth just on a show.
Yeah, like I don't believe.
Because you can look it up.
I honestly don't believe that he was clueless walking in. You don't just have a Rolex, all the documentation.
Well, and it's a Rolex. It's not like a historical artifact, like that you might not have a clue about or a painting or something.
You could search, but anything now, you could at least search on Google, like, and find. There's got to be some other thing like that will give you.
Maybe he's super pop doesn't know how to Google.
Yeah. But like I said, someone in your family would have.
Maybe he doesn't have a family.
Yeah, I mean, there could be a scenario where this old man actually got there and found out that it's $400,000.
I don't.
But unlike
normally, you're the one that says no way, and I'm sorry, I'm stealing your bit today. No way, because there's no way he didn't know.
Even when my stepdad was alive, I remember at the beginning of the internet. I remember like this was in like pre-2000 though. It's like the internet existed, but like we had one computer in a room, and my stepdad's like, I got this coin collection, and one day I'm going to take it to an appraiser because and then I
did you look it all up and kill that dream too?
Yes, remember I've told the story. I immediately
and then you immediately went outside and released his bird that he loved. What was his bird's name?
I looked up all the coins on the internet, like just put in like the description, and they all have them. They're all listed, and they're like, now these are all known. He's like, God.
Why did you torture that man?
Yeah, no wonder he hated you.
I like ruining people's dreams. It's one of my hobbies.
What was the name of the bird that you released? That was it was like his favorite friend. And you guys killed it.
Yeah. What the hell? Taz.
Taz.
Yeah. Because he had a Tasmanian devil tattoo on his chest.
On his chest? a chess piece.
He sees the color. Sometimes he pecks at it.
Over his
over his heart.
His peck.
He's my best friend.
He had, Tasmanian devil with the tornado legs.
Is there any other way?
Well, yeah. Of course, you got to have tornado legs, Tasmanian devil. I never asked him why he got that. We just used to laugh at it. And bully him.
I used to run fast.
Because I used to spin in a tornado and then look at people and go, "Why for you do that?"
I think that weird. I'm like, you used to be a biker. I'm pretty sure you murdered people. I think. I don't know.
You murdered my bird and you ruined my coin collection.
Dark past. But it's just hard for me to believe nowadays that no one immediately doesn't look up. That's why I think, like,
dude, Tactical has a great idea, and they come to Orlando frequently. He says, take the French witch to the Antique Roadshow.
You have to submit stuff before.
I bet you they might take it because
just
it's
make up
so
some shit
weird.
about how you found it. Don't say you.
And then
your
you
neighbor.
think it's worth $1 million.
I got Tom and Dan shirt.
What if it is some sort of famous artist? Like
this is a prop that I got from the original Broadway production of Hello Dolly that my grandma passed down to me, and she was a seamstress at the time and was doing all of the costume designing at the time, and this was just founded in a back room. It's been in my family ever since.
Honestly, who knows? Because the guy who originally owned it was like a hoarder, and he hoarded like art and different things he found.
So then this could be a thing.
I don't know, because
it's not a thing.
No, I know.
It's a trash doll.
Yeah. But who? I wonder. But imagine this. It would be.
But I think we should do it.
Imagine if some sort of artist that specialized in paper mache, because it's made out of paper fucking mache.
This is a John Pierre Luc. I've never seen one this good.
Who made sculptures and then during World War II, most of them were destroyed. This whole story,
right?
And then
I haven't seen one in this condition since the Nazis bombed the museum.
And then I old man fall down for the ground,
and I'm like, don't do the hillbilly roll.
But that's not the case. Everybody has that dream that their garbage is worth something. It's not, nothing's worth nothing.
I just want to see you and your wife on TV, and I want to see your sweet wife explain to the memories and what it means to her, and the guy go, "This is absolutely worthless."
She's not keeping it because she thinks it's worth anything. She's keeping it because
sentimentally
it's worth something to her, which is the stupidest worth.
If it was
to me, it's the dumbest worth.
If it was worth like a ton of money, do you think she'd get rid of it then, or she'd want to keep it even more?
Oh, like sell it?
Yeah.
So if that shit is worth, I mean,
dude,
it'd be gone.
What if I faked her out? What if I got one of my friends that I know a guy, seriously, and he can do it. He's an art broker.
Like if we,
what if we
bad at lying.
It would be the long. You like long cons though.
Yeah, I do.
I get this art broker to contact her legitimately. Would you think it's a prank? If he contacted her and said, look, I've been a friend of Dan's. I've seen the pictures on there. It looks a lot like some of the sculptures from like a Jean-Luc Picard.
Here's the problem with even those pranks nowadays. She would immediately look up what the guy told her on Google and then be like, this doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to prank people. It's hard to do this shit.
We could spin it.
But she, I imagine she would, try to look up, because you would have to come up with some sort of artist name and stuff.
We create a fake page with paper mache, link it all.
I don't even work that hard for this business.
Well, Owen's going to help us.
Someone else does it all. I'm fine. That's how, with everything. If whatever you propose to be are you going to do it? Because
oh my God.
If you do it, I'm down.
You've become a real radio host. My God. Yeah. He's done
I've achieved it.
Party. Pizza party.
Nowadays, everything's like, hey, you need to do something. Hey, you guys need to do something. That's what they used to do. That's where you want to get to in life. You want to get to hey, you do something. Then you look at everybody else and be like, do something.
There was a time when we worked in radio when it was we've got this big event. It's all right, we got this big event. What are you doing? And we'd be like, what are you doing? No. What are you doing? And we're like, okay, what are we doing?
Yeah, the salesperson would go to the person and be like, hey, you need to do something. Then he would go to us, you need to do something.
All right,
shit rolls downhill. That's how it works.
That's exactly how it happens, buddy.
Anyway, that's what leads me to believe, anybody searching around, estate sales and all this stuff, it's got to be few and far between where you find an actual treasure, because if you have an estate sale, anything that looks of value, I'm virtually certain certain the family would just look it up on Google and be like, "Oh, don't sell that for $2. Like that's worth."
I do that with my mom with stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, like
you at least run it through the Google,
unless the family's already super rich and they don't care, and then
that's
you
true.
might be able to.
That's true.
Although, in my experience, the richer you are, the more you care about money for odd reasons.
That is weird.
Remember the guy that he found like $40K and a couch, and then he gave it back to the family.
Yeah.
That guy wasn't rich. I think the poorest people are the most honest. Everybody's rich is a fucking dishonest piece of shit. Yeah. They're greedy.
Socioeconomically, honesty is on the lower level. The higher you get up, the more you lie. I know that because I lie a lot.
Yeah. You're like,
I don't lie.
I need that money for gas for my boat. I don't even use. Like, it's a waste. Like, you know how much money I waste a month? I need money.
You want to take a little break?
Yeah, let's do it. We've got a bunch to go over.
Well, my watch just went off and it scared me to death because it just said Samantha Butthole.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, "What's happening? Why did she put that in the calendar?" So we have something to talk about here in a minute.
Wait, don't leave it like that. Yeah. People are gonna think it's my butthole.
Well, no, it wasn't your butthole, but my alarm went off and it said Samantha's butthole, and I'm like, well, I don't know. What am I supposed to do? Feed it? Take it on a walk? Like, what am I doing?
So let's take a break because when we get back, we talked about this on a Gentleman's Guide this week, and this was actually on BuzzFeed after we talked about it on Gentleman's Guide, and it got resolved. So we're going to talk to the person that had this problem and find out, because we were confused about the details.
Well, we can explain it better now on this show.
Situation.
Well, we kept having to say BH and stuff like that because we have to edit, what we do for radio.
Right.
So it's nice to be able to say butthole, and we'll explain the entire story about a woman who actually had her name as a business location.
And the business was called Samantha's Butthole.
Right.
I think it was her full name.
It was her full name, and then Butthole, and it was labeled as a business, and they were asking for reviews.
Like on Google Maps or something.
Right.
I think it was on Facebook.
It was Facebook.
And she couldn't get it off, and it was this whole thing. And
someone had created it when she was 15 years old.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
So it's a little dicey.
Yeah. Like slightly after she'd done some America's Funniest
Videos. I gotta get this girl.
I'll teach you to squish your titties on the America's Funniest Home Videos. I'll make a Facebook page of your butthole.
Here's how sensitive society is. Like, even me telling that story that actually happened.
People were like,
whoa.
Like, she wasn't nude.
I'm explaining why I thought it was inappropriate. Anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Shouldn't have talked
about it. We'll take a little break, come back with more on Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. This is Black Lips. The name of the song, Hooker John. We'll be right back with more on Mediocre Time.
Come up from the top a while, like a 4-eyed pig from Australia. You're like a wine soap.
Holes, look at our holes. Full transparency, I've sung the Watering Holes song 3 different times this morning. Watering holes. Get inside the hole.
No.
The big hole. No. This is what a hole sounds like.
What?
That's a fart.
No.
That's a queef. That's a number 4.
No. That doesn't help anything.
People like this. This is what they want. I did a fart, a queef, and a number 4. You know what a number 4 is.
No,
a number 4 is a white number 1. It's your joke.
Listen, our pub partners, our bar partners all around Central Florida, some of them are out of state.
Oh, God, we're not recording.
No,
we are.
Don't freak me out. TomandDanWateringHoles.com. If you want to sign up, maybe you have a bar, a restaurant. Yeah. It's easy. Just go to TomandDanWateringHoles.com.
It's certainly the most affordable way to advertise. Talk about a captive audience. Like our guys, our guys. They like their drinks. They like their liquids.
All of our watering holes have a Tom and Dan Watering Holes plaque.
Some have banners or stickers, but
koozies, giveaways. Yeah.
Take a picture with the plaque or the banner that you see, and go out there and support these great little independent and small bars. That really kind of prop up kind of like what we do. I mean, podcasting and beer is kind of like our thing.
100%, and they support us. So head by, take a picture with the plaque. Falcon Bar in Thornton Park. of course, Johnny's Other Side's a watering hole.
They were our original advertiser 10 years ago.
Ivanhoe Park Brewing Company, West End Trading Company, Celery City, Brew Tap House, Stuffed, Surfside Tavern, Mets Lounge 1 and 2 over on the coast, Tuffy's Bottle Shop and Lounge.
Yep.
They're doing their Super Bowl party this weekend. Slide In Bar, that's Tiffany's sister's bar.
Now, that's an awesome little bar. If you'd like a straight ahead, like a touch tune jukebox, ice cold Bud Light, that's your bar.
Yeah, Fuddy's Tavern, they're out of state. You can Buster's Bistro in Cigar City. They got a brand new tap house.
Did you say Freddy's Tavern?
Fuddy's.
You said Freddy's. You said Freddy's.
I said Fuddy's.
You said Freddy's. It's Fuddy's?
Is it Fuddy's or Freddy's? God damn it!
Foddy, foodie. It's foodies.
Foodies?
Fetties.
Fuddy's.
Fetty. It's Fetty Wap's pattern.
They're out of state, but you could all the watering hole sponsors are on
You're
there.
having a stroke. Hi.
Fuddy's screwed me up.
I'm having a thought attack. All of our watering hole partners.
All the information is on there, their websites.
Thought I was talking to Larry Flint for a second.
I'm the Larry Flint of podcasting. I spit on my mic.
You are the Larry. This is Tom the Larry Flint. I talk out of the side of my mouth because I have a stroke. I love porno.
Watering holes.
Scumbags! What's going on? It is Sam and Trav with your BDM clip of the week, Sam.
And Trav.
This clip is very interesting because it features Butler, mostly, talking about his war on the neighborhood that he has now proclaimed.
Yeah, and HOAs in general, which we're not familiar with, but we'd be absolutely fucked.
Yeah, let's check out the clip.
What are the actual laws in your neighborhood handbook as far as like the grass and stuff like that? Like yellow grass, what?
Yeah, you have to maintain green grass in my neighborhood.
And
that's mandatory. You have to either water it or you have to get turf or sod.
And what's the fine if you don't? Like, there's warnings first, and then they start fining.
There's probably 3 months worth of warnings until they fine you, and then they'll send someone sod person out there, and they'll send you the bill for it.
They'll repair it, and
they'll do it, and then they'll bill you for it. And
have you been sodded before?
No. I did have my yard sodded, but I had I did it ourselves because we replaced our septic.
I remember that old issue.
Backup.
Yeah.
My toilets are still whistling though. Like I mean,
they call you a whistle toilet.
It's like I'm torturing my dog. Is like I leave for the house and I know damn well as soon as I shut it's like hi, babe.
And then they're like fireworks.
And then it always does the.
Never does that. I just does the high pitched.
And then doo-doo comes to the shower, and you're like, what?
Why? That's what happened originally when the septic tank went.
Yeah. You turn it on, and it's just coming out. It's like just a little bit of melted fudge spraying directly into your eyes.
Why doo-doo here?
Too much doo-doo talk.
Well, keep us abreast of what's going on, and
that was the problem. Yeah, remember that was the problem. Is keeping it. If you'd gone to one party, you would have this problem.
Yeah, and
maybe that would fix it. Maybe you got to send your wife down there, and he's like, "Oh, it's her. Yes. What do you want?" Right? And he's like, "Wow!" And then he's like, "All right, let's let bygones be bygones." And bygone, those are great.
Man, swinging with your neighbors. I don't know if it's
a good idea.
I don't think it's the best because then you got to look them in the eyes when you're like getting your mail and shit.
Yeah, if there's kids involved, that gets weirder.
Oh, don't get the kids involved in
swinging.
Well,
I mean, not involved, but you know,
sick.
They grow up with each other, and they're like, "Your mom, and dad are over here a lot." To hear the rest of this episode, you need to sign up to become a BDM.
At TomandDan.com.
Hey. I like that song. That is really, really good. Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and with Dan and with Travis Butler and with Owen Butler and with Sam, who's on the phone right now. I have her mic turned off. But welcome back to the show and welcome to it. Anything to plug before we talk to our guest, my friend?
Well, if you want to sign up to become a BDM, sign up now because we're going to be sending out the invite sometime in the next couple weeks when we finally get the BDM only party all planned. We're talking to some venues and stuff like that, but we do 2 BDM-only parties a year that you can only come to through private invite if you're a BDM.
They're private parties, and it's a perk for those that that sign up and get the extra shows. We gained a new BDM this week, Mr. Dan Stone, who does a lot of the voiceover work for us. Apparently, he has run out of shows, so he wants some BDM shows. The fact that he had to ask that, and I had not done that ahead of time, is embarrassing to me, and I apologize to him because I love that guy with all my heart.
And for BDM shows, you can go back to the original, all the way back to the beginning. We archive all the BDM shows for the BDM members, so you could search shows. You can go back to the first one. Years of content,
and even our shows changed. Like we were talking about America's Funniest Home Videos and what they can and can't do now, but like even our show is like morphed a little differently.
Oh yeah.
One of the things we can still talk about is buttholes, and
that, I don't want to live in a society if we can't talk about buttholes.
If talking about buttholes is wrong, I don't want to be right.
We'll be that old man podcast that our kids will be like, Dad, you can't talk about that anymore. Like, I'll be damned if they take my butthole, though. You take it from my cold, dead hands.
I'm not going to let President Trump Jr. take away my butthole talk. On the line with us is not our Sam, but another Sam. She's on line 1. Hey, Sam, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hey, thanks so much for taking the time to talk to us. A little bit earlier in the week, a couple of days ago, on A Gentleman's Guide to Manliness, we talked about an email that we had received. We didn't know who it was from. It just said from like Mr. Butthole or Mrs. Butthole or Butthole. And I guess the email was from you?
Yes, it's from me.
And why don't you go ahead and, because I think nobody's going to be able to explain it better than you can explain it, but in a nice, concise way, can you kind of explain to our listeners what was the problem with Facebook and your butthole?
The problem with Facebook and my butthole is they wouldn't delete it as a business location. It wasn't.
Yeah. So how did this even happen to begin with? Because when we talked about this on A Gentleman's Guide, we didn't really understand how this even came about. Did you make this page? Did someone else do it? Did it have your full name?
See, I didn't make it, and I don't know. I don't know how it started. Even I got an email from the PR team of Facebook, and they're saying they don't even know how it started.
That's weird.
Basically,
was that like Skynet? Hey, I got it.
Okay, now hold on.
The internet is AI. They're like, hey, the first thing we're going to do is start creating butthole pages, ruining people's lives.
There's a strange theory that I have here where I would like to think that somehow everything that's going on in the world right now to make us all like peg our anxiety. I would like to think that aid being withheld. I would like to think conspiracy theories, Pizzagate, Epstein, all of it comes down to butthole page. It would make me actually feel better to think that the giant underbelly, the conspiracy, drain the swamp, all of that has to do
starts at the butthole.
Starts at the butthole.
Either that or you said this happened when you were 15, right?
Yep.
Like maybe some catty girl in your class or someone that didn't like you, just did this as a prank.
Did you have any enemies when you were a young gal growing up?
Honestly, I was a dickhead, but not to anyone that didn't deserve it. So
that's what Tom says.
That's how you get yourself a butthole page.
I honestly, I don't think it was made out of hatred. A conspiracy that was brought up on my Reddit page was that somebody thought maybe somebody had checked in as a location to my butthole as a joke, and then Facebook auto-generated the page because it said it's based off user interest.
Okay.
It is weird, though, that someone would check into your butthole.
No, I can see that. I can see. Okay, I go over to Butler's house. We're smoking weed and we're watching America's Funniest Home Videos. I go to the bathroom. I want to fuck with him. I'm on like Foursquare or something like that. Would have been popular probably when she was 15. Like location services. I check in. They're like, location. I write Travis Butler's butthole, and thinking I'm funny. I check in. Facebook grabs it, thinks it's a business, auto-generates the business page.
Here's the thing, though. Can't you click on that and then see who has checked into that location?
Maybe nobody has.
Then it wouldn't
Nobody
have
had
generated.
checked into it, which is why I didn't understand how it was even made. Because if it's auto-generated by interest, you'd think someone would be interested.
Well, how old are you now? How old are you now, if you don't mind me asking?
16.
Now I'm 23.
Okay, you're 23. So, I mean, and you don't have to answer this if you don't want to. To this date, has anybody checked into your butthole?
No, not on Facebook.
So now,
and that was what I was going for.
So Samantha, this is where kind of we were starting to question like the whole thing on Wednesday was this negatively affecting you at all? Like when people search your name, did this pop up first? Like we were trying to figure out.
You're an artist, right?
All right, so the thing is I feel like if anybody has noticed, nobody's going to fucking call me and be like, well, you didn't get a job because of this Butthole page.
Right.
And if anybody in my personal life saw it, I'm sure they were like, this would stress her out, so maybe I should just keep this Butthole to myself.
Are you concerned that now, because like the update, I believe, is that Facebook has taken down the Butthole page, but are you concerned now that there are multiple podcasts and articles out there that revolve around your butthole?
Yeah.
I'm not concerned because it's getting the conversation started that Facebook really needs to look at their policies if this doesn't go against guidelines.
I agree.
Yeah, because they told her that it did not go against guidelines.
People are dealing with way worse than this.
Yeah, like
so you're a butthole advocate now.
Make people at least I guess I'm a butthole activist because if my butthole can get the conversation started, I'll fucking make it happen.
I'm changing your name to Greta Turdberg, and you are now you're a butthole climate activist.
So when
all we need is a butthole,
and hopefully not the last.
We need a butthole-shaped sailboat, and we're good to go.
I think the scariest thing though is that they had the pinpoint location of where she used to live when she was 15.
That's a little scary.
So it's like,
They doxed her.
It was probably not a friend because I don't know any of my friends that would actually check into my real address.
Yeah. Now, is that how Facebook works, though? If, like, I check into a business address and I put that in there, it's impossible to ever get that out? Like, is that how it works?
I don't know.
Well,
so what did they tell you when you were trying to contact them and be like, hey, I need this taken off because this is obviously a joke or whatever. It's I don't want this on here. They just said, too bad?
So the first, proof I have of reporting it is from 2015, and I got an email back that it doesn't violate guidelines, and then I have there were two from 2015, one from 2016. They were all denied. So then recently this week, I just kept spam reporting it. Only two of my reports got denied, and the rest, I don't even know if they got looked at. And then I tried to claim the page as my business since it's my butthole.
Right.
And they wouldn't let me claim it as my own.
Is somebody else claiming your butthole?
Yeah, I guess it's not mine. I guess it's Facebook.
So do you think it was, how did BuzzFeed pick it up?
No, it's ButtFeed.
Okay, so basically what happened is that Reddit post blew up and it got way bigger than I thought it would. And then I got a few messages that were like, oh, I found your page. You were really easy to find. Here's your name. It's Samantha.
Oh, yeah.
You should have
then after that, I got reached out to. The first person who reached out to me was someone from Gizmodo. And they basically had, the most compassion towards the situation of anyone who reached out because everyone's like, butthole. Which is, it is really, really funny, but I also wanted to talk to somebody that also understands that it's, serious, too.
Mm-hmm.
So I talked to her first, and then somehow I think she was editing, and it didn't get published first. And then I talked to BuzzFeed after, and then they released the article first.
How many people, I wonder if it's like Daniel said, you know how when a celebrity has some sort of sex tape and it's maybe out there a little bit and then they try to sue the person and then all media starts covering the lawsuit.
Start grabbing it like
and
crazy.
then because of that promotion, then everybody knows about it. You're almost better off just not saying anything.
Or you go the other way with it and you actually start an LLC business called Samantha's Butthole and then use the publicity.
Not a bad idea.
Turn it into something positive.
It happened to the guy from E.T. with that the commercial that he did. Remember the recent ET commercial?
Him getting his DUI.
He had that DUI or whatever. That was months prior, but it was because he was in the forefront. Then they grabbed the story. Then it all blew. It's like,
dude, look at Antonio Brown. Like all this news, the stories and stuff, and then all of a sudden the people start coming out of the woodwork. Like, anything. Like, if you have a sketchy past or some skeletons in your closet, you don't want to be forefront on the media or the news that week, because people will start coming out of everywhere because they'll be like, oh, he's getting attention, attack.
Well, Samantha, answer
maybe
me
you deserve it, maybe you don't, but everybody will start attacking you.
How did you find our show, Samantha?
Okay, so I actually told the Reddit user I would use their name. GingerSnake321 hit me up on Reddit and asked, do you listen to Tom and Dan? And I said, I currently don't, but should I? And they said, well, they talked about you, so here's the episode. You might want to check it out because they're really cool. So I listened to it, and then he was like, oh, you should reach out to them. So I'm like, good idea. What's the email? And then he gave it to me.
Wait, so you weren't the original emailer?
I was the one under the Samantha,
we had someone emailed us as if it was you.
Yeah.
And that's why we talked about it on the show. So that wasn't you?
Like, we got an email from a quote Mr. Butthole. So it makes
So someone took your story, sent it to us
and
as
lied.
if it was them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody assumed your butthole personality.
This is the internet now, right?
That's the original butthole starter of the page.
So if we can trace the ID, the device ID of that email, which I can do, then we can trace and we can find
Mr. Butthole.
Butthole imposter.
Then we'll find out who's impersonating your butthole.
So
I really don't know who would want to be famous for pretending to be my butthole, but that works, I guess.
Have you had a lot of wacky morning radio shows call you?
Have I what?
Have you had any other radio shows or wacky morning shows call you to, hey, on the line with us is the Butthole Girl?
No, absolutely not. I don't even think anyone from my town knows, except for anyone that I've told, which isn't a bunch of people at all.
Yeah,
Until I finally, once Gizmodo released their article, I shared it on my page because I was waiting for her perspective.
I like how our content is now below Wacky 90.
Oh, yeah.
Wacky 90, I'm not touching that. And we're like, we'll take it.
Yeah, butthole stuff, we can't do that. No.
So it is interesting that Facebook wouldn't deal with you until you got on BuzzFeed, and they're like, oh, we'll take care of that. One push of the button, and we can get it out of there, because that's all it is. Anything can be done. Like when they say, I'm sorry, nothing can be done. Of course it can. Literally, you are in control. You can go in there and erase that.
I got nothing.
Yeah.
But
and then when you give them attention,
happier than when you've been fighting the years go by, then you finally get that one guy that's receptive or compassionate, like she's saying, this Gizmodo, the person actually gives a damn about the trouble that's causing you in your life, and then they finally they reach out to Facebook with you, and then Facebook's like, oh, the butthole thing, hold on, got it right, got it right here and gone.
Yeah, because that's all it takes.
Yeah, Gizmodo reached out to them first. They were working on it before it was a BuzzFeed article.
Well, Gizmodo's got some yank there. I'm sure they've done a lot of product reviews and rollout reviews for Facebook. They've talked about the stock and what's done. I'm sure that old what's his name's got some friends. Zuck's got some friends at Gizmodo, guaranteed. So, I mean, you did it right, and I'm glad that this will finally be. Well, it is finally gone now, but now the articles are out there.
Yeah. Now, way more people. Actually, this will live on and be more famous than even the original page. So you win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
I mean, now somebody Google my name and see that I made an effort to get it erased from the internet, then have my butthole as a business pop up first.
That's true, but as a small business, if I was searching, I'd be like, oh, I don't want anything to do with this.
And what do you do? You're an artist, right, or no?
I'm a what?
What do you do for work? Are you an artist?
I'm an aspiring writer, but I work as a baker because I can't make money as a writer right now.
Well, you never get a job anywhere.
Why do you say
Fair
that?
enough.
No.
I'm just joking.
If you're a baker, I wonder. Like, I'm kind of going back to what Owen was saying. You're a baker.
Butthole cupcakes.
You can make butthole cookies or butthole.
Chocolate buttholes are the hot.
How about donut holes?
Let's be honest. This is the. You got to take advantage of the most famous thing that ever happened to you.
You got to strike while the iron's hot.
This is the
daddy long neck. This is coming in. You got to
start an Instagram.
Yeah.
I've seen daddy long neck. You got to do some real bad things.
First of all, you need a only fans only page, and you're going to have to show your real butthole. And I'm sorry, but that's just the way it's going to.
If you want to really,
if you want to be rich, you'll listen to Tom and Dan.
I guess I could just open a butthole bakery while I'm at it.
Wow, your first investor's me. I'm in. Butthole Bakery, I'm down.
Well, Samantha, it was good talking to you. We appreciate
and I'm glad you got some good resolution to your problem.
Yeah, thanks for reaching out. Hopefully Facebook can do something about children's genitals being located as businesses.
Yeah.
When you put it like that, it sounds way worse. I was like, whoa!
Seems to be the theme of the show today.
Calm down.
All right.
The name of my new business. Children's genitals.
I guess we'll end on that note. Do not call your bakery Children's Genitals Bakery. That would be bad.
All right, Samantha.
Thank you.
All right, good talking to you guys.
Good talking to you, too. Have a good weekend. Bye.
You as well. Bye.
So, you know, and everybody knows this, but when you bring attention...
Like, Mark Maron had Obama. We get butthole. Crushing it.
When you bring attention to anything, the company or whoever's involved will take action at that point. That's the only way to make people change anything.
All she needed, that Gizmodo lady or whoever, I'm assuming it's I think she did say lady.
I think she did, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, good on her for fixing that for her, because sometimes you do need somebody with the connection
with some pull,
to go. And then I'm sure, and look, I don't have any faith in Facebook. I don't give a fuck about them, but I do think that when something like this comes on their desk, they look at it and they're like, oh God, what if we, you know what I mean? Like, because you don't want that PR. You don't want that, man. You don't want that. Nobody wants that.
You know, the algorithm's off, bro.
Yeah. That's when they look at it. God damn, what are we doing here? Dude, are we making the world better or making the world worse? I don't know some days.
Remember my Castleberry water issue that I had? Like, there was some old lady in my neighborhood that was like protesting it for 3 years, and she was going out like without water for 3 years in her house. She was using her neighbor's hose and shit because she was doing a protest against that. They were making you sign
support that lady.
A petition saying you want to be annexed into Castleberry because they wanted the anyway. Long story short, and when I moved in the neighborhood, I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And then I started talking about it on the radio, like, "This is bullshit." And then they changed that shit real quick. Like that whole thing got resolved.
Yeah.
Why are you trying to one-up Butthole Girl?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying.
You leave her butthole alone.
If you,
she was 15, man.
If you bring attention to anything, companies, government, or whatever, they don't want it. They're like, oh, we'll change it.
In the room right now, who's got the dirtiest butthole? Go.
Owen.
That was easy.
Oh my God.
Jeez Louise.
Let's speaking of Owen, let's do some products.
No, not yet. No. Can we do Dog the Bounty Hunter first?
Let's do Dog.
It's real fast. It's real fast. And
worst butthole than mine, by the way.
Oh, Dog
way worse butthole than mine.
I vote
Do you think he bleaches his butthole hair?
Yes.
And it's long.
Yeah.
Not anymore. Beth used to do it for me.
You're probably right.
He's getting married.
It smells like a cigarette, right? For sure.
Yeah.
I think everything on him smells like a cigarette. But you know what? Not that bad, right? If I was supposed to eat Dog the Bunny Hunter's butt.
Dog the Bunny Hunter.
I know. It's hard to say.
When you get past the double bag hemorrhoids.
Yeah, if I get into Dog the Bounty Hunter's butt and I part it open and if it's all smoke... I've done that before. No big deal. But if I get in there and it actually smells like like I've been in clubs before. I know what cigarette smells.
Whoa!
Back in the radio days.
Here, this is Dog's new video. This is from the Dr. Oz exclusive.
The best closet.
Here's what happened. When I got into the house, he would walk by the closet.
This is Moon Angel.
Okay.
Who the hell's that?
So this is Dog the Bounty Hunter's new girlfriend?
Okay, yeah, but she was the maid of honor at their wedding.
Yo, this bitch trifling as fuck.
And he has a freak out on Dr. Oz, and he's like, "Will you marry me, Moon Angel?"
Oh, no.
Oh, it's the best. Dumb old man. Oh, it's so good.
Tell me about this. And walk by the closet and bawl and shut the door and then open the door, and then he would go in, and I think this is pretty intimate, but he would smell Beth. And he would go in there and sit down and cry and cry and cry.
It smells like cigarette smoke in here, and I just can't get the cigarette smoke out of my mind.
Why are they doing this just for publicity, like this interview with Dr. Oz?
Why is Dr. Oz interviewing anyone?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. The whole thing's super bizarre, but I love it.
I don't even know this is still a show. Who watches this?
Oh, it's a show.
Ask me, do you think that you could take Beth's things out of the closet? So it wasn't a negative thing. It was because he just couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah, so like his family...
7 months.
His family...
No way.
Yeah, 7 months. So his family was shitting all over him and saying that he pulled all of Beth's clothes out of the closet, and then this Moon Angel put all her clothes... I'm following this intently. Look, there's only 2 things I'm watching right now, and it's QVC and fucking Moon Angel and Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Okay.
So Moon Angel and Dog... So he took all of Beth's stuff out, he put Moon Angel stuff in there, but then baby Lisa and Youngblood are mad.
Well, don't psychologists tell you like you should clean out the person's belongings in your house after they die because it's not good?
I haven't done that.
I don't know that anyone will advise that. I think everyone deals with it differently.
Well, it's those weirdos that have those like shrines to like.
They say that's not good, but also like
every night I sleep in the shirt my father died in. Every night.
I think they tell you
Not true.
the
Bush
more
light
healthy thing to do is to clean out the person's belongings and don't leave it in there, and it's like not good for you.
Time to take out the trash.
But you're right. I guess everybody deals with it differently. But
I want to see the proposal here. Hopefully it's here.
That was tough to walk by the closet, Dog.
Well, she needs to finish her story. So once she did it, I was like relieved, and then I walked.
Does he need the sunglasses?
He's crying.
Please. I walked by and it was empty, and I'm like, oh God.
No more fingerless gloves.
I said, Moon, put some of your stuff in there. She said, no. I said, Moon, it's an order.
Whoa, bro.
Oh, whoa. It didn't have the one where he's like, will you marry me, Moon Angel? This one he just is mean to her. He's like, I order you.
Also, like, I don't want to see Dog the Bounty Hunter cry and talk about his personal life. Like, what is this?
I do.
I don't want to see any of this.
Yeah,
what are you watching? What do you consider good TV,
like,
bro?
Why are you watching the personal anguish of this guy and his new? Like, this was bizarre. We're all like looking at him, like, look at him crying. Like, it's weird. Why is Dr. Oz even interviewing him?
I have no idea.
What does this bring like to society at all? Like entertainment or watching some super sad thing?
Do you think he starts a news show with Moon Angel and that she's driving around the...
He's been in the... This is all he knows, right? For the past 15 years, he's had like a Dog the Bounty Hunter show and stuff like... That's more of his business than the fucking bounty hunting at this point, right? That's where he probably is like, well, I got to keep all this going, right?
Got to keep Dog... got to keep hunting.
Because if you made millions of dollars, you own a bunch of property, you got a bunch of bills. And a lot of times these people, like, when the fucking well runs dry with your show or whatever, you still have, like, you got your Hawaii house, you got your California house, you got your ski lodge, you know what I mean?
I think he... How much is he worth? Can you look up...
You got all your employees?
What do you think Dog the Bounty Hunter's worth?
Didn't he shut down his bail bond?
12 million.
Yeah, okay. That's pretty good. I like that 12 million.
Anybody else?
After the old N-word thing and all that.
Definitely.
I'm going 5.
Okay.
I'll go 8.
Dan?
15 mil.
6 million.
I won.
Pretty good.
Yeah. That screaming N-word will take a lot of your millions.
Yeah, it'll get you.
Don't do that. But still, though, man made a bunch of money, and I guarantee you
also,
probably didn't spend it correctly.
I don't like Dr. Oz anyway, but the fact that he is interviewing this man and referring to him as Dog as if that's his name. It's like, just, what the fuck? It's a circus.
But that's what every, his daytime TV is. Ridiculous. And also, why are you even interviewing him?
Yeah, is there any health talk at all on here?
You guys aren't fun.
No.
All you guys want
No Fun Friday!
You're part of this whole new thing of no fun and no jokes and no rednecks going on these. I grew up with Jerry Springer, and rednecks would go on there and they would act fucking stupid, and then he would make fun of them. And this is no different. It's just a more elegant version. Dr. Oz, a little less credible, and Dog the Bounty Hunter, a little less rednecky.
What's weird is,
redneck.
But think about back in Jerry Springer days, because I used to every time I got home from
you
high
and the
school,
Wizard would watch that.
Me and the Wizard would we'd go to his house and we watch Jerry Springer because it was on about the same time, like at 3:00.
Yeah, my dad.
And we laugh and laugh, but there's a ridiculous trash TV, but there was nothing else. It's only like that, like 20 other channels maybe, but nothing was
garbage.
So it was a lack of things to watch that forced us. Plus, it was hilarious, laughing at everything. What's weird is the shit still exists, and there's people now that opt to go want to watch it. It's not like it was their only thing.
But it's mostly Meemaws, right?
And me.
Well,
but you
are
QVC,
kind of a Meemaw.
daytime TV.
I was watching QVC last night. They got a new one.
It's what Meemaws watch, right?
I'm off.
You're basically Meemaw.
I'm off in the kitchen with David. I'm off that one.
Oh, you left him alone?
What do he do to you?
I still am a big fan of David Venable. New show, Down Home with David. Thursday nights. I've moved. Wednesday night used to be the night that I get ready. I'm in the bed. Oh. I got my drink, popcorn. I got
popcorn.
Last night, 4 hours of outdoor products. 4 hours. It went till midnight.
So he just goes
at 11:35. He launched a new line of fairy lights that 2 AA batteries, 400 hours of fairy light a time that you get. You can wrap them. They're indoor, outdoor. You can wrap them around trees.
What's the lumen, though?
The lumen, I think it's 128,000
That's
lumen.
quite impressive.
It's very bright.
Mm-hmm.
And you can wrap them around trees. They're wires. You can put them inside of a bottle. They have 5 different functions, whether it be light glow, fast glow. There's a one that's like a blinky, and then there's steady, but then there's different colors. There's a pulsation. You can do a timer. Comes with a remote. You get 3 sets for $24, but if you put it on Easy Pay, they're $7.99 a month. I'm so close to pulling the trigger on these fairy lights, man.
Do it.
I cannot tell you. All different colors.
Speaking of products.
Andrea wouldn't let me get the ones that are Easter colors, but there are pink ones that I might be able to get. And
do you ever text in? Do you ever text into the QVC and live text so they read your text?
Andrea won't let me do it.
Oh, you're gonna.
It's live.
That's your next step.
That's why I like it.
Step.
It's live. They took a call last night from a lady. She bought some. What were they doing at the time? It was an air fryer, I think. Yeah. They always do air fryers.
Was it a middle-aged lady?
No.
No.
She was like
elderly.
Maybe in her 70s.
Oh, elderly.
Yeah.
Meemaw.
Yeah.
You could have just said took a call. I'll do the math on who called her. But wasn't a 27-year-old bearded tattooed man?
No, probably not. Here products with our good friend Owen.
Yeah, there we go. That's my theme song. What's up?
Products, innovation, space, technology, business, cufflinks, buzzwords, future, space, products.
Yeah, you guys ready for some new products coming at you?
I'll say products brought to you by Johnny's Other Side, Johnny's Filling Station, been a sponsor of ours since the beginning. If you want $3 craft beers all day long, they constantly do concerts there at Johnny's, and they redid their Johnny's Other Side whole patio.
It's got the awning now, right?
Yeah, it's got a bigger awning and everything. Nice. So still nice outside. Head over to Johnny's, grab a beer, and get that real man burger, because I think it's still on the menu.
Also brought to you by OnoRadioshow.com, by the way. Yeah, speaking of air fryers, real quick before we get into products, I recently got one as a gift for Christmas. Hunk of shit.
What?
Completely hate it.
I love
we
mine.
just had this. We just had a talk about
it. It smells like plastic. It's like every time I cook my food, it's like nothing but it tastes like plastic.
You must have got a Bobo
I got
one.
my brother gave it to me.
There
It's
you
probably
go.
Who makes it?
I'll have to look.
I don't know. Kind of want an air fryer, but I've railed against them because it's
mine.
It's just a convection oven.
It sucks.
So what does it do?
Hot air.
Okay, but what's the difference between an oven and this thing?
Well, an oven doesn't circulate air.
So this actually just circulates hot air, and that's how it cooks it.
You'll hate it, Tom. Don't bother. You'll hate it.
Well, he likes the sous vide. He didn't think
he
he
does
would
like the
that.
sous vide.
Yeah. It's a lot of work.
Precision cooker.
Dan, which one we got going up here first?
Well, I had the FOIC, the wearable something.
Yeah, okay. Well,
that
let's take a look. Which one should we go with here?
Your choice.
All right, yeah, my choice here. I'll give you one for, I think this will be good for, do you have that other program pulled up, Dan?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and drop in this one here, that last one there.
That guy, hold on.
Yeah. This is called the bike boot. This is something you might need for your kids, Tom.
Okay.
You know, for their discipline.
Okay, hold on. I'll back it up a little bit here so we can all hear it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right, so
The Bike Boot is the first product on the market that enables positive parenting power. It'll teach your kids responsibility and engages your child's imagination to view you as the law.
You're the law, Tom.
It works just like a car boot by locking the wheels, which stops you from operating your vehicle.
Wow.
What?
Simply screw the mount bracket to the wall in a convenient location and install it in plain sight. To use the bike boot, just push the handle to release it off the bracket and pull the handle back in to lock it while scrambling the lock to make sure your child can't get it back off until you decide.
Wait,
You could just take the whole tire off. Fuck that.
So this is I can't control my kid from riding his bike.
Yeah.
So I'm going to boot his bike.
I'm a bad parent, so I'm going to boot his bike. So while I'm telling him to not get on the bike, he physically can't ride his bike.
Right.
Yeah. It's for bad parent. I like this. I like it because I'm like, Max, you can't ride it, right? I'm like, what can you do?
Yeah.
Then I can boot his bike.
You're like, there's got to be a better way.
It's like when the government tells me I can't drive anymore. Too many DUIs. Like eventually they just put a boot on my.
Well, I mean, you can still drive. You're just going to get arrested.
yeah, exactly. But they'll literally force you. Like, I'm sorry, we're going to boot your car because you're fucking too bad.
Here, let's do a little more.
Yeah, a little bit more.
A little more bike boot here.
When your kid leaves their scooter, hoverboard, skateboard, or bike out, or isn't listening, there's no need to get frustrated. Simply boot it. We have included bike boot tickets to give your kids so they know why they've gotten the boot.
Or does Crystal buy this for you when you're trying to one-wheel too much?
It comes with a pad of tickets that you can give your kid, and I'll roll back just
I like the non-communication with your child.
Yeah.
Just write them a note and put a boot on their tire.
Fuck you.
Fuck it.
I do like they think that the kid is going to pay attention to a ticket, even though he hasn't listened to you. And
they're showing a child that may not even be able to read at this point, so he's not going to read this goddamn ticket.
I got to find this ticket real fast because I was reading some of the violations that were on there, and it was Okay, illegal parking, safety. It says, I'll put it up so everybody can see it. It says, you have broken common laws. Illegal parking, safety violation, insubordination, impolite, other, and then it says booted, and then I guess you put the time in there.
Illegal parking.
Yeah.
I guess if you put it behind the car,
leaving it on the side of the sidewalk.
Well, that's how old. What's his name? There was a Christian singer. Look up Christian singer he backed over his kid.
Oh my God!
Yeah, John. Oh,
No Joke Friday.
What was the guy's name?
That is a nightmare.
And I know tons of kids that were friends of mine. You leave your bike behind your dad's SUV. He goes and gets in his SUV to go up to ABC.
Curtis Chapman.
Stephen Curtis Chapman. Yeah, your dad gets in his SUV to go up to ABC Liquors to get some more White Claw. He backs over your bike. He destroys it. Then he's mad as fuck at you. Right?
Fucked up his bumper.
So I
see, illegal parking, probably one of the biggest ones. So
my neighbor ran over my BMX.
Yeah, of course. I mean, everybody had, something like that going. Well, so you like the bike boot?
I mean, this you could use a padlock or a chain. Yeah.
Well, this is easier.
I don't know if you have a chain that's free and a padlock.
It was one of her brothers. He was returning home and he accidentally struck his little sister.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
No fun
I can see
Fridays.
also you forgetting the combination and not knowing how to open it. Now you got to go buy him a new bike.
Goddamn bike boat. You're like hacking it off with a hacksaw. Like,
yeah.
Oh, I like that one. So, one vote yes. So I'm going to vote no on bike boot.
All right, no on bike boot.
I think it fucking sucks.
Anything to not have to actually confront your kids or parent them, I'm for.
Why I thought you liked it.
Yeah. Well done. Good choice.
All the stuff.
Okay. You want to go with the next one here? Tom, this is either one that you're going to really love or really hate.
All right.
And this one is, what's it called again?
Just make sure I'm pulling the right one here.
This one is actually specifically for Tom. It's not the one I was thinking of originally, but I know you've been interested in a new toilet lately, and you're also interested in the world of bidets. You've been very, into the bidet thing.
Well, I'm curious to how good it actually is because I got to buy a new toilet, and I went on the BDM Facebook page. I was like, what's the difference between a regular toilet and an expensive toilet? If it's just a porcelain white toilet, why is the more expensive one better?
Correct.
How can it enhance my enjoyment? And then people got into the bidet thing and saying like they were like, oh, it'll change your life. I'm like, will it?
Well, now you got me thinking about it because like earlier I was talking about sometimes I got to do one more wipe. I feel like the bidet would change my life
because it's just spray. It wets the poo poo. It makes it easier.
No, it wets the poo poo hole.
Yeah.
See, like for me, I don't know how you guys use bidets, but I still
wipe.
I do a dry wipe to get the most of the paste out of my butt crack.
I've never used a bidet.
And then I do the spray of the bidet to get the remedies of the paste.
Can't you just use a wet
power
wipe?
wash it all off.
No, you're an animal.
No, that's what it's there for.
My God, that's not like not rinsing your dishes before you put them in the dishwasher.
But you're supposed to. The dishwasher's supposed to.
No,
you're
like
Juan will tell you.
No, that means you have a dirty ass. Dirtiest ass. Hold on. Dirtiest ass. I had to put an echo on it and make it official.
Won't a wet wipe basically do the same thing as a bidet?
I don't think so. I think
How
a wet wipe.
How much pressure is on this bidet? Is it like a pressure washer to your BH?
No, I've seen a bidet.
I know what you're going to do. You're going to slide back a little bit if it's a lot of pressure. I see your MO. She's like, how much pressure is it? I know. I've seen my wife do that. Yeah. My wife's laying backwards in the bathtub. I'm like, you having a good bath? He's like, I'm having a real good bath. I'm like, I know.
I've been to like fancy hotels and stuff. They've had bidets, and I've turned it on. It's just like a water fountain.
Yeah.
And it kind of looks like there's some...
At Disney I used it, and it was awesome.
My grandma used to use it to wash her feet.
Oh, he has a bidet.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. You like it?
It's powerful.
It's powerful.
Oh, I know what that means.
Really getting in there.
It'll surprise you.
I want it so powerful that it'll open my butthole.
No, there's too much.
Because then I feel like, because my new thing now is you got to go 3 inches in, clean the 3 inches in.
No,
too far.
Mini enema.
No, that's what I do now. I go all the way in.
No.
I clean it all out.
No.
Yeah.
That's how the crazy people start.
I feel like you're like what you were doing right now. I feel like you're like a Japanese man telling me not to help you change a tire. Because you were like, no, I got that. No.
Yeah.
Well, maybe this product is more for you, Dan, than it is
which one
for
am I
Tom.
doing? Which
You're
one?
doing Sunny, S-O-N-N-Y.
I got the Sunny.
Okay. This is the Sunny.
The thing I want to wipe away
portable
is
bidet.
the past, and that's toilet paper. Doesn't work as well as it should, and it's a serious strain on the environment.
Ryan Holmes?
Flushable wipes. Seem like a step in the right direction, but they're actually even worse. Wipe drop.
This guy should be murdered just for saying that.
Future. An alternative that's more hygienic, environmentally friendly, affordable, and it looks awesome. Meet Sunny.
I've seen this!
Yeah,
I want to buy one of these!
I know you do.
What is it?
Titusville Josh is right. He looks like Rory Scovel. That's who I was thinking of.
What am I? Some sort of a fancy pants French aristocrat? No. But now you can be as clean as one. Sunny doesn't require installation and can live discreetly in any bathroom.
What? What's that discreet? It's sitting on the
the opposite.
If I walk in and that thing is sitting on the
Is that
bathroom
Rory
toilet.
Scovel? That might be him.
It's sitting on the back of your toilet tank. It's not just screaming like, what is that? Someone puts this in their butt. That's exactly
what is that? You got a butt robot. What's up with your butt robot? I saw it in the back of the toilet. It's got poop all over it. All right, well.
Not discreet at all. Put it in a drawer.
That's him, I think, dude. He
Just
did a
charge
shitty
it, fill it with
commercial.
water, and enjoy a revitalizing micro shower where you need it most. Now, let's watch my wife give a demonstration.
Whoa.
Wait, what?
An abstract demonstration.
Oh, cool.
Using dry paper to clean a creamy or chunky situation is just downright.
Don't put doo-doo on a bagel. Don't put a doo-doo on a bagel.
Let's do a simple demonstration. Earlier, before we filmed this, we smeared shit on this bagel. Now we're going to wipe it off with a piece of toilet paper. I also sprinkled some crushed up peanuts in there to make it extra gross.
Yeah. This is why, like tampon commercials, they use blue liquid because everyone's like, I don't want to see the real life there.
Plus,
don't talk about it.
Plus, what he did say, now my wife's going to give a demonstration, I did get a semi. Like, I was a little bit like, oh, all right.
So this is a portable...
bidet.
Bidet that just squirts water out of it.
It's basically a Windex bottle.
yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Again, I feel like it could be solved with a padlock. Or whatever else you have in your house.
I want to see how it works. I want to see it spray. So
Let's go.
This is disgusting.
I know, right? Now, try this.
Well, that's not the Sunny.
This is the best solution. And not just for after going number 2, but also for numbers 3 through 5. Menstrual, postcoital, and postnatal cleanliness.
They're using your scale,
Wait a
Tom.
minute. That's our joke.
What's 5?
Five is the red. It's a red number 5.
You're right. 1 is 1, 2 is 2, 3 is a loose 2, 4 is a white 1, and then there's red. That's it. 5's red.
And then there's code 5.
Well, she also said postcoital.
Yeah, what is that?
That's
I don't get
when someone cream pies and you got to get it out of there.
Oh, you don't wipe it. You let it fall out.
Yeah. I'm not
My
putting
grandpa never wiped his lips after he spit his tobacco in there.
That doesn't deserve a number.
No, you know what?
Hey.
Yeah, no number for you.
Yeah. That's
You're the number Nazi?
When that's in there, you guys, that's called the miracle.
I'll give red a number 5, but that's it. Okay. I'll go 5, and that's it.
I want to see the Sunny work.
Okay.
We don't have to demonstrate those, do we?
Nope. It's obvious that Sunny keeps your behind clean, but it can do the same for your conscience as well. Before this modern marvel, my lovely wife and I plowed through 112 rolls of toilet paper every year.
We're not proud.
And that's just the average. As their beloved wacky neighbor, I can tell you, these two used a lot more.
I don't like knowing that you know that.
You know what I don't like knowing? That in the U.S. alone, we wasted $500 billion.
Okay, you're boring me.
Yeah.
So this, what's
Your
weird?
wacky neighbor ruined it.
Okay, so
fuck that guy.
For those not watching on Twitch, this is basically the size of an electric toothbrush, right?
Yeah.
Like the width. Imagine if it had no brush at the end. It was just like that thickness and that size.
Use your Sonicare. Get up in there.
Hey. So
the head's about 3
does
inches.
this?
I might put that in my repertoire.
Does this have a reservoir of water like a squirt gun?
Yeah, you pour it in, so it can't.
How much water?
Yeah, I can't imagine it holds that much.
So it's
at Disney, when I used the bidet it was the beach club. I used all the water and I sat there for a minute.
Well,
so there's no way that thing carries enough to do it the way
and does
I
that
want.
heat the water? Because I want warm water on my butthole. I don't
That's
want
what I
cold
did.
water.
I did warm water.
I also want to know the psychopath that, because it's a portable thing that just carries that everywhere wherever they go and in public restrooms.
It's like a mag
takes
light.
it to work with them.
Yeah.
And
How many doo-doo particles are on
I think
there?
you're going to carry it on your side like a lightsaber.
So you're you're spraying your butt with some water. I mean, don't be like, you could just wet some toilet paper.
You could wet anything.
Disintegrate.
Just put some water on
I mean, I
your
can
butt.
wet my hat if I want to.
Use a
It's
Yeah. That's stupid.
Okay, all right. Next product then. Next product.
which one do you want now?
All right, that's
Spent a lot of money on the commercial. Like they hired some actors.
Yeah, it's a great commercial, but I feel that the
Are
product
these all like
just,
GoFundMes and stuff like
most of the time.
Indiegogo.
Yeah, most of the time. Do you need glasses like Tom? Because you're doing it.
I do. I can't.
Look at these old men that can't
Yeah, look
see.
at him. Look at him.
Get some goddamn glasses, Owen.
Let's do the neo rhythm there. That's
neo rhythm.
We all know Tom has a bit of a problem with focusing from time to time.
Okay, well let's.
So that's what they make meth for. That's how I'm taking it.
The neo rhythm is gonna get you.
Yeah. Look at this thing, Tom. You know you want it.
It looks simple, But it is actually advanced medical-grade technology for your brain.
Some
that can
demolition
greatly
man
improve
shit.
many aspects of your life. Let us explain.
When we go to rest, the frequency of our brainwaves slows down, and when our mind is active, it speeds up. But because of our hectic lifestyle, our internal frequency isn't always in sync with our needs.
Isn't this where we all do marijuana? This is what CBD. This is why God invented CBD, right?
Getting high and begging for a blowjob. It will relax you.
Yeah, it's there. I don't need some stupid demolition man helmet.
Yeah. And that's exactly what it looks like.
I tube my marijuana, and I'm like, please, I need it.
Yeah, I thought this was supposed to kill my anxiety rate, so I'm packed to the limit.
It's where we come in. NeoRhythm. A wearable health device that uses electromagnetic waves to safely stimulate a state of mind your brain is already trying to achieve. Increase your mental capacity.
If I saw anybody wearing, if anybody ever shows up with this, I'll slap it off your head.
Fuck, man, you're slapping my knee away.
I'm wearing mine tomorrow.
I'm slapping it good.
Wear your Robin costumes with it. Somebody's mind-controlled Robin.
Now tell me if so any of these things, like you, every once in a while you'll see like there'll be some MIT student that developed like some remote control drone or whatever that you put your fucking
using
helmet on,
waves or whatever,
and they're like, he's flying the drone with his brain waves, and then it seems to me, I don't know,
behind the curtain there's a guy actually flying,
but like it only, like what it's actually doing is like it's like picking up the fact that you're thinking about something, and then it's registering that electricity, and then it's just on or off. Like it's not really you're controlling anything. It's basically turning on a switch that turns on the drone, right?
I'm kind of with you until you try it, and then you're like, holy fuck, it works.
But,
you know?
But so there's probably, I mean, there's obviously the technology that exists out there, but what is it actually doing?
Fuck
like,
if I know. Watch the video.
I know, but I feel like it's all bullshit. Like where it's like, oh, it's like, you know, it's noticing if you have anxiety or if you're stressed out, and then it counteracts that by small pulses. Like I'm like, yeah,
you're right with all of these being kind of like shitty Indiegogos or Kickstarters or all that. This one is actually in production. Like, they made their goal. They're
it's going.
It's going. Yeah,
going with Owen.
Okay, so
activate the body's natural sleep process. De-stress more efficiently by calming down your brain quicker.
After setting up one of 7 programs on a Bluetooth-connected phone, the connection turns off, and the device is completely gesture-controlled.
Okay, you lost me. Too hard.
Too hard. Yeah.
It's like after you activated the Bluetooth and you took 7 different tests to notify your brain. I'm like, nah,
and also, I feel like all of us now have been jaded by drugs and alcohol, and we put this helmet on. We're like, this doesn't do shit because you know what works better than this? About 30 milligrams of indica, and that works every time, all the time. Or 5 White Claw, or whatever your demons are. And this fucking helmet isn't going to do shit.
But there's got to be...
Now, if you've never done any sort of drugs or alcohol, maybe you could feel a difference.
Well, what I would want to talk to, or I would want to talk to, would be a person that uses it daily and believes in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, those are the worst to talk to.
But I would need to hear from that person. Do you guys know anybody right now that's using some sort of device that they swear by, but you totally, like, for a while, and I'll admit it, and this is embarrassing, but for a hot minute, my dad wore the copper magnetic bracelet that golfers he saw Chichi Rodriguez wore it.
Yeah.
I used to call
the reason you laugh so hard is because you know that's facts, and you know that he bought the one that was signed by Chichi Rodriguez, and he put it on the guy that does the sword thing after he does the putt. He's a famous golfer, and my dad bought one and he wore it. And he's like, my wrist feels amazing. I'm like, Dad, it's not. It
doesn't do shit.
Oh yeah, my mother-in-law gave us all these pieces of shit fucking plastic thing you put on the back of your phone that's supposed to stop all the electromagnetic shit from going in your fucking head. Said it costs like $100. It's a hunk of shit.
How do you feel?
Well, yeah, how do you know? Yeah, you got any electromagnetic shit in your brain? You got brain tumors yet?
I think you've been pretty snappy, so I would say it works.
All these lumps on the side there. Your whole face is
What
drooping.
side do you talk to your phone on? It's very, very two-facey.
It's funny you mentioned that, Dan, though, because I used to call shit on the TENS machine, like what's got the pads you put on and it sends electrical impulses into like muscles.
You gave me one of those, right?
Or no? I love them. Like I've got one. The next product is kind of like that. I think it's like a step towards like, I don't know, making that better. It begins with a K, whatever the Kochi something or.
Hold on. Is it the FOCI?
Nah, I thought it began with a K.
So they have already a lot of these high-end TENS units.
Kaleo. That one, yeah.
Kaleo. All right.
Kaleo.
Here's Kaleo.
Yeah, it's something similar to that.
It has over 5 years of development, thousands of thrilled beta testers, and one common reaction.
That is so weird. That is so weird. That's like super weird. It's kind of weird.
That is a little weird. That's weird. That's so cool.
We've been putting our fingers in unsuspecting people's butthole.
And
yes, it is so weird.
Here's a montage of them explaining how weird it is.
We went to your local mall and talked to strangers, and while we were talking to them, we slipped our hand down their pants and stuck a finger in their butthole.
That's so weird.
And then made it a Facebook location.
That's crazy. That is wild.
That's nuts. I feel like I can jump right now. I just tore this ACL.
Let's rewind real quick. One thing we all share on this planet is pain. Let me show you. This dude, trumpet elbow. This hombre, saddle sore. These kids all have headaches.
Why do they all do a snarky? We're going to be funny.
No,
what is this shit?
You could thank Dollar Shave Club for all this. Fuck you, Dollar Shave Club.
Yeah, you've created a army of people trying to promote their products in a snarky manner, and I hate it.
Our shaving products are so great. You might wonder why I have this cast on. It's from high-fiving my staff. Well, you know the way. Fuck out of here with all your goddamn dumb jokes and your fucking dumb shave product. Fuck you. Fuck your old company. Harry's for life.
Well, they always shame the fuck out of you too for however you were doing it before. You were doing it wrong, you dumb piece of shit.
It's your father's razor. Fuck you. My father's razor was great. He was a hero to me, and he's dead.
I don't want the.
So fuck you.
I don't want your jokes.
Yeah, I know. Just tell me, is your product rap? Is it
Who else
rap?
does commercials with jokes?
Well, ours are less about the. Hold on. Ours are never about the product.
That's true.
If I sing a song, it's about singing about
barely talk about the product of the.
A recent Hullabaloo commercial. I'm like, look at my dick, fucking bitches snorting cocaine. Hullabaloo.
I'm glad none of our sponsors listen.
Yeah.
They did.
Oh, it'd be real bad. I need one of those brain things.
So what is this?
Well, I don't know if it works or not, but if it does work, I'm in because it seems like it would be
definitely
cool.
does.
I'm just fast. Oh my god! I fast forwarded to a Chinese man who's smoking a joint.
That was for Travis.
Don't put
Fat
the
doobie.
We had a Chinese man put a joint in this man's butthole.
Everything's butthole in
It's
there.
all butthole today.
Fast forward a little bit and then we'll go.
Yeah. We can
rate it from like 1 to 10.
It'll show it here in a second.
Okay, hold on.
More than that.
There we go. See, there it is. It's like a patch thing, right?
God.
Okay. All
He
right.
just wants to touch her thigh.
Is it reusable?
Yeah.
Yes.
She's beautiful. I touch her thighs too.
So weird.
She's hot as hell.
My problem with these are the adhesion goes away. You can get some serious electrical burns off that shit.
Oh yeah, you might
this
be
guy.
right there.
What were you lecturing me on this morning? You lectured me about
cocaine.
Mountain Dew Zero yesterday, and then this morning, about using white vinegar to get the sweat.
Get your oil, your body oils.
Get my body oils out of my Peloton. This guy's been momming me for
white vinegar and baking soda will wash all your body oils out.
It's a regular
I don't want your hippie shit.
Yeah.
No.
You're all natural.
His wife has finally broken through.
Yeah, he's going full granola.
Yeah, he really is.
If I have pain, I'm gonna take OxyContin like a goddamn American.
Here's an old man.
And it
Old man
works
golfer.
100% of the time.
Old
It's
man
gonna
golfer.
get me.
Hold on, old man golfer alert. Here. Well, that's cute girl alert. Hold on. Here's old man golfer alert.
That's crazy.
I'll be darned. Look at that.
It's supposed to use like your body's natural energy.
Oh, God.
I don't know.
Anything that says energy is bullshit.
Well, this is fucking bullshit. This guy's trying to say one treatment cured him, which is
solar energy bullshit.
They put the patch on him.
Every energy.
Anytime an old man, anything like, it's funny because like I think 9 times out of 10, you get an old man in one of these dumb, commercials at the mall, they filming it, and they're like, here, just drink this drink, it'll make you feel like revitalized. He'll drink it and go, I'll be darned. They always say, I'll be darned.
Jiminy Christmas. Like, shut up, old man.
Oh, my God.
Anytime you say natural or energy, I'm like,
I want them to say what they're supposed to. I want an old man for once, and maybe it'll be our generation that does it. I want to be in the commercial where I'm like, goddamn cocksucking motherfucker. this is really working. I want, I don't want an all be darned. I don't want a Jiminy Christmas. I want a real reaction.
Well, suck my dick. This works.
Yeah. So that one's done. I think that one sucks.
It sucks.
If you actually have the antidote to pain, you become a multi-billion-dollar corporation at killing multiple thousands and thousands of people. And that's the only.
Well,
if you actually had a patch that went on anything that it actually alleviate pain, you'd be a multi-billion-dollar
It's like Oxycontin. It's like if you and I had discovered Oxycontin, and this is what happened, but I'm just saying it would have happened a lot worse if we had discovered it, because you'd be like, well, because he's the cautious one, he'd be like, well, this might kill some people, they're going to get addicted. I'd be like, release the Kraken. You got to fucking release it and just, it doesn't matter.
We'll be rich for a while.
And then you're like, people are zombies, they're addicted. I'm like, I don't fucking care.
They'll kick down our door eventually. Come get us. And they'll string us up good.
Tom and Dan, copper bracelets.
We'll be rich for a good while.
Not been done yet.
We might have to do copper bracelets.
God damn it.
The Dan Dennis Jr., that's not me.
Oh, we can get copper bracelets.
This is where we get our QVC
No, we do them under
going.
my dad's name. We use his likeness because it's so tasteless. People will be like, why are you doing that? My dad's giving a thumbs up. We'll Photoshop his head in there. He's like, this goddamn copper bracelet makes me all be dog.
Tony, I know you're listening.
I'll be goddamn.
Make your dick
contact your China contacts and see how much we can get copper bracelets made.
Magnet bracelets.
Yeah.
Comes with coronavirus.
For sure, we can get.
Yeah, we gotta.
We'll spray them off.
Yeah, cancel our sunglasses for the cruise. I don't want to be stuck on a cruise.
No.
Some podnesters, Chinese sunglasses gave everybody the corona light virus.
We'll spray them for Bruce. What else we got here?
There might be one more, if not.
Snore circle?
Yeah, we could do snore circle.
You know what's crazy is we really haven't invented like a easy, cheap way to stop snoring. Like it's actually hard.
Yeah, there is an easy, cheap way to stop snoring. You got to not be fat.
Yeah. No, but dude,
not be too drunk when you go to bed.
That's true. But most people that snore are fat.
Yes. Well, when I get over,
when I'm fat, I snore. When I'm not fat, I don't snore.
Literally, 1 pound over 205 snore. 205 or under, no, don't snore. Like it was that actual. Like
for me, it's 170.
Yeah.
If I'm 170, I'm a big fat snoring little pig.
I'm skinny as fuck. I snore every night if I lay on my back.
You ever broken your nose? Travis has never broken his nose, has he?
No.
I've broken my nose, and it's every about 8-9 beers I'll snore.
Or you're drunk.
Alcohol.
But then if you have apnea, like my turkey leg, like you've heard him sleep, it's fucking scary. Like stop.
Yeah, he's not fat at all.
He's got apnea.
That's why I gotta get my husband that sleep test.
Yeah, get it.
But with
Dan Cummins is doing it, right?
Yeah, I saw him post on Instagram.
He was all wired up.
It's basically the same thing,
But the only way, really, like the tried and true solution is the CPAP, and I did that mouth guard for a while, and it did stop me from snoring. But you got to get fitted for it, and you got to sleep with a mouth guard.
It can't be comfortable.
It isn't, and like so, and it took a while for like I would get jaw pain, but it did solve it. But I'm saying,
soaking so many dead.
The damn shit was like $3,000.
What does it do? Just offset your bite?
Yeah, it basically, because when you go unconscious to sleep, like your jaw falls a little bit back, and if you're carrying some extra weight, that fat in your neck and jaw causes you to snore.
You go to sleep.
That's what happens. And so,
we need Crystal to send us a photo.
And this thing was so fucking expensive. This mold, and Lena fucking ate it. She crunched that shit.
They gave it to me for free for the radio promotion.
$1,000.
Dude, $3,000. something like because you have to get like a mold of your fucking mouth and teeth.
They have to dial it in. And make sure.
There's like screws that move it. They're adjustable. It's a
but how much different is that than getting like a football mouth guard that you put in the boiling water? You make your own.
They said it was different. I'm promoting it. I'm promoting it. I'm like, it doesn't work. Lena ate it. And I was like, God damn it.
Lena ate it.
Laser therapy.
Then the fucking quit before I can get a new one.
The cool thing though is Lena never snored again.
Try the snore thing.
Is there one? Oh yeah,
do the snore thing.
Snore circle. Here we go. Snore circle from products.
I've tried those nose things and stuff too.
Yeah,
those don't work.
Breathe right.
Look at this thing though. It's like attached to.
Oh my God! I thought he had
a trach hole. Yeah.
Look how smooth this guy is.
So what does it do now?
So
it vibrates your.
Oh my God! Look, he's got your burn.
Yeah, you'll have to read this for us.
It vibrates your gullet.
Okay, it says the anti-snoring device will emit 10 to 60 hertz mixed micro-electric pulses.
Oh God,
this is sexy.
It's another fucking TENS unit.
Yeah, I'm taping a fucking mini vibrator to my neck before I go to sleep.
Your wife will sit on your face.
Sit on my face.
Yeah, like I don't. Again,
I am not snore. I want to eat your pussy so bad.
There's no simple solution. Dude, I told.
That's what Drew and I used to do when we did the trach calls. That's old school. I haven't done that shit in fucking 20 years.
I mean,
I'm not snoring any longer.
This is all complicated shit you have to do. Like that's why Turkey, like he's like, I gotta wear a mask. I'd rather die. That's what he says. That's what he says.
That's a quote. That's a quote.
And
that's not a Tom joke. But he's like, fuck. Yeah. He gets so grumpy about it. Like Turkey Legs would be like, oh fuck it.
You would think there would be some sort of easy solution, but there's
let's see if there's a little bit more.
I think there's much more of
some shit to your throat.
How much does this vibrator
cost? Narrow airwaves cause snoring. Okay, narrow airwaves.
Tom, just go to Fairvilla, buy a small vibrator, tape it to your throat.
You're good to go.
You're good to go.
Is there anything else here?
No, it's bullshit.
He's got a young wife.
Yeah, he does. Good on him.
It looks like a real
My
doll.
wife is young because I don't snore.
This guy,
she knocks that off the middle of the night. And I'm like, nah, I need
She's like, tink, tink, what's that?
Out of this old man.
Sweet money.
Yeah.
So there you go. That was products.
Good products. All of the products suck on products. That is the bit.
You can hear that weekly on Ono Radio Show. It's usually on Thursday nights at 8 o'clock, but this week it's what, Saturday?
Yeah, we're doing it tomorrow night.
Oh, tomorrow night.
Yeah, probably doing it a little bit earlier. It sounds like, Ty has plans to do drugs later in the evening, so we're going to be doing it around 7 o'clock.
Ooh, have him start him early so he eases.
And subscribe to them on Twitch, twitch.tv/ONRS Live.
Yeah, Sam. And you can chime in. You can get in the chat room.
I'm always in the chat.
Just like you are here. You can jump in at night when they're going live, and you can participate. Cool. Should we do our shot going into the break?
Let's do it.
All right. I got to get my musical tribute for a listener queued up and ready to go.
No pressure.
Give you your
if you want
echo. All right, Butler.
All right. A shot without a toast is like sex without foreplay. Rocking on it.
He's phoning it in now.
All right. Oh, wait, my shot. This is for a listener. Woo! And legally, that's all we can play.
Yeah.
But there you go.
Here's you. We're thinking about you.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Good luck on your surgery. You'll be fine. Got really good doctors nowadays.
Yeah.
They do indeed.
Speedy recovery.
Yeah.
Luckily, it's happening in 2020. If this was 1820,
oh, that one crept up on me.
Yeah, it had something on the back end there.
Yeah. Oh, all right. We'll take a little break, and then, we'll finish everything out. Today has been super fun, and we're glad you're hanging out with us. This is Colony House. The name of the song is El Capitan. Enjoy this. 1-844-TOMNDAN if you want to call, or show@tomadan.com for emails.
You guys know if you're buying or selling your house, you got to use the Bart Merrick team.
Yeah, buddy.
Bart Merrick, Crystal Van. they have tons and tons of experience. They do this full time. They're not your cousin who's a realtor or the friend of your mom that she's sold about 10, 11 houses. Like Bart has,
but they're banging.
Maybe over 500.
No, but the friend and the mom.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's like her new boyfriend. And your dad passed away. And he's like trying to boss you around, and you're like, you're not my dad, and he's like, but I'm a realtor, and I'm really good at it. And you're like, you only do it part-time, you idiot.
So Justin is here, and also that's another perk. If you use Bart or Crystal, you get to come in and watch the show, and that's what Justin did. And not only did you use Bart and Crystal, you used a lot of our different sponsors, right, Justin?
Oh, yeah. I used Bart and Crystal, sell my house. It was supposed to be a stressful situation dealing with a 3-month-old baby and trying to sell a house at the same time. But you're telling me it was rough. But just dealing with both of them together, it made the process really seamless and easy. And
they're so good.
They work a lot in line with Streamline, which I worked with Streamline, made it easier. And
How crazy is
and then it was time
Brian?
to get
Brian's
awesome. Oh yeah, he's on point.
Best.
He's Saturday, Sunday, don't matter what day.
No.
He's going to answer your calls. I mean, he answered my wife's calls on a Sunday.
I honestly believe, and this is a Tom and Dan promise.
Watch what you say, sir. That's what happens to me. I get ahead of myself. I'm like that.
I honestly believe that Brian, if he could, and if it were like culturally acceptable, he would call you at midnight. But it's not. But I think he would.
Yeah, he's
because he gets excited about getting the deal done or helping you out.
And when you use Bart and Crystal, you get 2 full-time realtors that are working for you full-time in a partnership, and so that's something that you wouldn't get if you just
bought and sold, or
I sold with both of them. And I ended up buying a house afterwards without a realtor, and it was a headache from hell. I couldn't imagine trying to do that again. It was a big process to do that, but
Bart was, he'll help you out.
Exactly. He gave me advice all the way through and helped me, and I got to see what he does on a daily basis, and I'll stick with swinging a hammer for a living.
He's good at it.
He's got so much experience.
He does.
And even my wife now, it's been like 125 houses.
That's a lot.
They usually do about 52, 53 a year with just our listeners, so they
What
have
do you
experience.
do, bro?
I don't do much. You don't want to. If I wrote it down, people will be mad. Mad.
I can't even write.
I can't read.
They're like, write down what do you do, and I'm like, I can't write.
He also he gives the HDR photography he does himself. That when you list a house with the Bart Merrick team, you're going to get really, really good professional pictures.
I almost didn't want to sell my house after I saw it online. The way it looked,
he makes it look good.
It does not look like this.
It's actually a pretty decent house.
But that's what you need to do to sell your house, because people are looking at it online, and
people want pictures.
You get the realtor to take the picture with their iPhone, and you see him in the fucking bathroom mirror.
It's
You're like, what is this shit?
It's terrible.
Yeah, so if you want to get the most money for your house, that's another thing, too. You got about 30 grand more than you thought.
I got way more than I ever thought I would. It worked out better than I had ever imagined. And then after it was all said and done, I was about 3 weeks from closing. I was looking for an insurance company, and the next thing I know, I hear a sponsor from you guys, Blanchard Insurance. I ended up hitting up Jamie Hoover, and she ended up hooking me up and saved me a few $100 a month or a year on that whole process in itself. So,
damn, that's awesome. I appreciate you using all our sponsors.
Robot. You should probably suck my dick.
It's BartTheRealtor.com.
I'm sorry, Bart.
It's Bart Merrick, Crystal Van, the Bart Merrick team.
I wish that I was necessary as well. Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
I'm Tom.
Samantha, our producer, is here. Butler is here on, I said news earlier. I incorrectly stated that, on products. And just hanging out and having a good time is our buddy Owen from the Oh No Radio Show.
And what are we doing now, buddy?
Well, since we have Owen in here, and he is actually British, just like Travis Butler. Also, Owen's last name is Butler, too, which you guys kind of look alike a little bit. Like,
built the same.
All ethnicities look alike.
That's what I say.
It's not racist. All of them
more
do.
pale.
Some of my best some of my best friends are skinny with big teeth.
So,
oh my God, they looked at each other, and then a black hole opened up in the floor and started sucking their shoes off.
So, and Owen, you're actually getting your citizenship soon, right?
It's debatable.
Oh, you're giving up on it?
No, I'm not giving up completely. I'll kind of lay this for you guys out here. Now, I had a DUI way back in the day. We're going about 12 years ago now. So start going through all of like the forms that you have to fill out to become an American citizen. And all of a sudden I'm realizing that I'm going to have to provide a lot of paperwork that I don't have anymore. So it's going to take me a little bit longer. I might not do it this year. It's probably going to be next year. They always say to do it in an election year because they fast track the process because
so you can vote.
Trump wants me to vote for him. So,
a Brit wants to become American. Let him in. The brown.
But yeah,
that's for you.
Look, I know. Look, I know podcasts. He has the best podcast.
That's it. But no, for me, it's one of those things. I do want to become an American citizen. I don't necessarily want to give up my British passport. The United States,
to choose one or the other.
The United States of America has a weird thing where they do not actually let you be a dual citizen anymore. What they will do is
pick a fucking side.
You do. Well,
you pussy ass weak motherfucker. That's what America wants to
you
say.
Want us to? You like bring somebody? Want to go back there?
Why don't you go back there?
Get out of here!
Lock him up! Look, see how quick it spreads.
I didn't realize how fun it is.
No, it's really fun. Hey, you want to go?
Let's start a podcast.
The UK does
make this podcast great again. I'm going to fire that motherfucker.
Exactly.
Fire her. No women.
You get out of here
no
too.
Fucking foreigners and women. They're ruining this.
All right, I'll leave. This whole fucking company will crumble.
The way around
Lock her
all
up.
of it.
She can't leave. Run this show. No.
Is, of course, you just don't say anything to the U.S. government that you're still a British citizen. I mean, you can be, but you just don't.
Don't talk about it. I knew that word.
You're right.
And my parents,
and everything.
My father, he's gone through this process before, and he's basically said that at the end of the day, it's good advice for anyone. If you can have more than one passport in this world, that ain't a bad thing to have.
Right.
Just having an extra passport to travel on and what have you. You fly in on one. Like, say, if I'm going to the UK, I demonstrate my British passport. I'd get into the UK, and then if I was coming back to the United States, I'd show my American passport. And hey, you get the best of both worlds. You're getting
my Irish passport so I can go through the EU a little faster.
Well, see, and that's one of the things with Brexit that's going to become a lot more difficult for guys like myself who are
confusing.
My passport.
So that's happening today, right?
Yeah,
Brexit, like literally today.
I think it's probably done by now.
Now. This is how stupid I am. I really don't know exactly. Now England is now separated from the rest. Great Britain is separated from the rest of
Emancipation Proclamation.
The EU, but also the UK, right? It's like they're not really. No.
Well, the UK is Great Britain and the UK are slightly the same, except for Great Britain includes Northern Ireland.
Yeah, Northern. I should clarify.
Yeah,
you can't just say Ireland. Next thing you know, my car blows up.
Don't say that.
No, I'm just saying. Yeah.
Well, it's interesting you bring that up because Northern Ireland and Ireland, that's one of the big contentions that is happening with Brexit.
Indeed.
Is that now they will have to basically establish a hard border, which is what started all of the IRA problems and so on and so forth.
So that's a big mess. Obviously, we've seen that happen.
No, I like when you don't understand don't care, but still have to do the show. When you go,
well, anyway,
here's the thing. I'm not going to suck. Here's the thing. No one wants to hear my opinion. I have no opinion. I am ignorant to the subject. just like everybody is. But I don't feel
none of us.
I don't feel the need to talk about something that I'm ignorant.
If you live in the States, you certainly do not understand this.
It is everything, but I have to do something.
I'd like to ask.
I was like, yeah, Tom's out forever. I'm just gonna sit and just listen to everybody else. Like I don't know nothing about nothing.
I'd like to ask Travis about this, see how you feel about it. But
he knows less than I do.
He's stoned out of his mind right now.
My general thought process is, if I lived over there,
That's
might
the
be
general that fights Tom every battle.
I'm like, fuck you, thought process. I'll get you one day.
On one side you have General Tom Van, on the other side you have General Thought Process, and you know who wins. You know.
If I lived over there, I might be more inclined to be behind Brexit in general. Because I live over here, I have a British passport, and I want to travel freely within the European Union. I'm like, nah, this doesn't really benefit me in the slightest.
Yeah.
And it will actually make travel on a British passport a lot more difficult for Brits like that want to go to Spain or want to go, anywhere in the European Union. It's going to be way more of a pain in the ass than it will now. So I'm sure you're kind of in the same boat, right? You're a green card holder?
Correct.
Yeah.
All my
permanent
family
resident
over in the
alien.
UK, they're somewhat on board with the Brexit. My younger cousins are very liberal leaning. But yeah, all my uncles and everything like that, they're kind of like, well, we've done it for this long, we might as well just finish this fucking Brexit thing. They're just fed up with it.
The UK has been fucked by the European Union as far as taxes goes and trade. Like, there are a lot of strong reasons, in my opinion, for England, for the UK to want to,
these two Americans. You know what we care about?
All I hear is two pussies flapping their labias.
Your country don't want to play with the other ones anymore.
Hey, look, we got a couple of pussies. Why don't you guys scissor grind?
Scissor grind.
Hey, y'all speaking our language.
We can't travel. This goddamn
I want to travel freely in the Union. Why don't you union this?
They're just jealous we're better looking. That's all. That's all.
Well, you guys are pretty hot.
Yeah, I know.
90s hijinks afoot.
Yeah, so
get naked.
But we weren't talking about your citizenship.
How did you?
I'm ashamed that I know that.
You should be. I just quoted the only lyric from the Tommy Lee hit song "Get Naked," and I said it, and then my producer goes, Tommy Lee? Like,
I almost started singing it.
The fact that you knew that? Okay. You've both gained and lost points in my eyes.
Who's Porkin' was Pam Anderson this week, so it was, it's
Maybe
kind of...
it was on the brain.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, Tom. I defer.
So we heard that Owen was trying to study for your citizenship exam, and then...
Did you say citizenship?
He did.
Not even talk. I have... Samantha actually looked up some of the questions from the test, and I thought it'd be interesting if she read them off and to see if any of us could get them before Owen did. I mean, we, me and Daniel, we're American.
Yeah, you should know
we're
all
like
of
the
these,
most,
right?
Some of the most patriotic people that you've
But you all four are going to play, and it's old school trivia radio situation where you yell out your name to buzz in.
Okay.
And then you answer.
All right.
What are we calling this? Shitizenship? Test?
Shitizenship.
Welcome to... Hold on.
How hard is it, actually? Like,
welcome to Shitizenship.
If my mom could pass the citizenship test,
okay. Well, is it history or
there's a civics
there's government,
side,
there's history, there's geography,
and then there's an actual English test as well. So you'd fail the English test.
Ironically enough. So all right, first question.
We elect a U.S. senator for how many years?
Tom.
2
years.
Incorrect.
God damn.
Dan.
4 years.
Incorrect.
Owen.
6. 6 is correct.
Oh, shit!
Oh, I knew it was 2, 4, 6. 2,
6 years.
6, who do we appreciate?
Who made that?
America. That's who I appreciate. Goddamn living bastard.
6 years, too long.
Okay.
One for Owen.
Country.
Number 2. How many amendments does the Constitution have?
Travis.
16. I'm sorry. I don't know what that was.
Just whispering your fucking answer doesn't make it better.
I said 16. I have no idea.
He also whispered with his ringing, which was...
Travis.
Whisper your name. So how many amendments? You only really hear about the second one in the news.
Owen. 36.
Incorrect.
Daniel. 42.
Incorrect. Tom? Last chance.
18?
Incorrect. There are 27.
I knew that. I
too
doubled
many.
it, and you got the 42. Yeah.
Okay. How many U.S. senators are there?
Oh, fuck.
Daniel.
58. Incorrect.
Tom.
There
is 100.
Correct.
I got
big brain on Tom.
2 per state, right?
Yeah, yep, that's true.
Why do some states have more representatives than others?
Oh, Daniel.
Because
they're gay.
Incorrect. Tom.
Population.
Correct.
Yeah.
Real American.
He's a real American.
Tom Van American. If both the president and vice president can no longer serve, who becomes president?
Daniel.
Owen.
Secretary of State.
Incorrect.
Tom. The head of the House of Representatives.
Incorrect.
God damn it.
No, it'd be the majority leader.
Travis.
Speaker
of the House.
Correct.
Speaker of the House.
Yeah. Thought that. Is that the head of the House? Speaker
Head of the House.
What are you?
Head of household?
That'd be your wife.
That's a Big Brother.
Yeah, that'd be your wife. Speaker of the
Different
House.
game.
All right, so Owen is in the lead right now.
You're right.
You are. By 1 point.
By
Yes.
1 point.
I feel it's the most proud my papa would ever be.
He knows a lot about stuff I don't know.
He knows about the America.
I wonder if he remembers all that racism I did.
Well, I remember, Papa. I remember.
Why
Me and Norm remember.
Hopefully they ask about the N-word next.
Oh, my God. Why did the colonists fight the British?
Owen. Well, to get away from the king's tax.
Correct. That's one of the reasons that counts.
It had to do with their stinky tea at one point. Some of their stupid tea.
Oral hygiene.
I knew we threw all your tea in the.
And you were like, "What? We have nothing to drink right now."
And then we fired hot musket balls right into your chest. That's what happened.
Oh, I'm dying and I have no tea. You guys
Wouldn't have fucking won if it wasn't for a French Armada, so kiss my ass.
We're like, hide in the bushes and shoot them. That's way better. Idiots.
We don't hide in what is cowards. I would not ruin my rose bushes by hiding in them and firing musket balls.
They're all grouped up and dressed in bright red. Shoot them all from the bushes.
I'm wearing red. I couldn't tell I was bleeding. I'm dead.
I feel like we give old-timey people too much credit for an obvious fucking idea. They're like, they're brilliant. They hid in the bushes and shot the
They did a thing called guerrilla warfare.
I was like, of course they did. That's the smartest thing to do, right?
That's what you do when you're literally survival.
Yeah, when you have no honor for the queen or the king.
They're standing there, mow them down crazy from the bushes.
The Twitch chat room is mocking Travis for raising his hand like he's in school.
You just gotta yell your name out. No, you don't have to raise your hand.
They're bullying him. Good. He's so polite. He's true British when he's like, I didn't want to scream and wake the baby.
I would like to answer, please.
Travis knows nothing about the American government or the British government.
He knows nothing about our company.
I don't even know where I am right now.
Next question.
But you're damn handsome.
What's the score?
You're damn handsome.
Right now, Owen has 2 points. Tom has 2 points. Travis has 1 point. Dan, you're at a goose egg right now.
And look how much I care.
All right. Name the 2 longest rivers in the United States. Dan.
The Rhine and the Danube.
Tom.
Correct, Tom.
The Mississippi and the Rio.
You have Mississippi is 1. You get a half a point. Travis.
Mississippi and the New River.
Incorrect.
All right, Owen.
Dan.
Owen.
Mississippi and the Rio de Janeiro.
That's a Mama's West pizza.
Oh my God!
That's what I was thinking of.
What is happening?
Dan, Mississippi and meat lovers.
Why the hell do you have to know about rivers? Stupid.
You got to know geography. Anybody want to get? We all know Mississippi.
Mississippi,
the Ohio River.
Missouri River.
Missouri.
So we'll give Tom the half point.
All right.
Wait,
so you're inching your way to catch
all or
it up.
nothing.
It's up to you, real American.
It should be all or nothing.
Everybody knows I'm the gay liberal of the show, so...
Let's use this as the tiebreaker. The last one, me and Owen still tied.
All right.
No, just give me a time to catch up.
I could tie here.
All right.
Yeah, what are you doing, man?
What are the 2 responsibilities that is only for United States citizens? Travis.
Voting and paying taxes.
Daniel, protecting the world and being fucking rad.
You have one. You have one.
All right, so Tom and I are tied now.
Tom. Paying taxes.
Incorrect.
Oh, God.
Dan. Drone strikes and eating dykes.
New question.
I'm sorry.
My pop-up's wearing that hat in heaven.
Now, answer me seriously. If I just said it without the blah, 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 it wouldn't have been as good.
No.
So voting in a federal election is one.
Okay. Well, I said voting, didn't I?
No, you said taxes.
I said voting.
Wait, you didn't say anything.
You said pay taxes.
No, yeah. I figured that would be the most important for the government.
One would think.
You would think that. It is not. The other one, anybody a guess?
Dan.
Before we move on to the next question, Dan.
Shooting guns and eating buns. Sorry, I can't stop.
Is that like
protecting the Constitution or something like that?
It is serve on a jury.
Serve on
that
dumb shit. No one wants to do that.
I get to dodge that bullet, green card holder.
I've done that.
Yeah, me too.
I've done that.
Worst responsibility.
Yeah.
Name 2 cabinet level positions.
Dan. No, seriously. Cumin and cayenne pepper.
Incorrect.
I had to go down. I went real down.
This is where the easy ones got to run out.
No, I got easy ones. I just want to see you guys sweat.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Nobody got this? There's a long list for you to choose from.
I can cheat off the board right here. But,
I've been telling them not to answer, but nobody listens to the Twitch chat.
Is that vice president?
Vice president is one.
Wow. And then speaker or accountant? Secretary, treasurer.
There's secretary of treasury, yes! You guys pulled it together.
Well, I mean, it's just, I'm yelling out things I've heard.
Those don't count for either one of you, though. Who was the president during World War I? Travis.
Eisenhower?
Incorrect.
Who was the president during
World War I? I was thinking World War II.
God, I've heard Dan Carlin talk about this. Hardcore.
Owen?
All right, Owen
Roosevelt?
Franklin. I think he said Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
No, incorrect. Incorrect.
Sorry. Yeah.
During World War I, Coolidge.
Incorrect. Tom, last guess.
I feel like I'll be judged by even a guess answer.
Well, everybody else was wrong, so you're fine.
Grant.
No. 19.
That was Civil War.
What do we think about that? 1910, when the War I happened. Fucking who the hell? I got nothing.
That would be Woodrow Wilson. Woodrow Wilson. So you guys would probably fail.
Oh, that's who I wanted to say was Woodrow Wilson. Not cool. I said Coolidge, but no, Woodrow Wilson was the one that played, and this is like super sad, but he played Birth of a Nation in the White House Theater.
Woodrow Wilson.
You all were not good, but there was a tie between Owen and Tom.
All right.
Yeah.
You are.
And I like how Norm said
good.
Woolridge, which is not a thing.
It's Woodrow and Coolidge together.
Woodrow Woolworth.
All right. Well, good luck in your citizenship.
Thank you.
Well, I think, and this is me being serious now, I think what we all learned here is that, like, we should probably all brush up on that. If we're going to ask people that don't live here.
It's all on my phone.
No, but seriously, I do feel like, look, man, I would never categorize myself as the most patriotic person. I'm certainly not unpatriotic. I love this country and all that we get to accomplish here. But
We should probably know that stuff if we're going to ask other people to know it. I mean, I just think it's only fair.
It all seems antiquated to me, like especially like when they make you swear allegiance to the country. I'm just like, but virtually certain anybody swear allegiance to anything.
Yeah,
to get what you want.
But if you don't weight it, then what will it mean to the person? You know what I mean?
I'll swear allegiance to Geico to get a good insurance rate. Like if you put a book, I'll put my hand and swear allegiance to anything.
Tiny because it's a lizard. So
just like I'll sign anything. I'm like, what does it all mean? Nothing.
I feel like you guys need to have one of these tests for BDMs. So when they sign up, you know.
What's our oath of office? Do you even know?
No, wait, is there one?
Yeah.
Oh, what is it?
Sucking pet titty.
Oh, okay. There it is. Yeah, I forgot it. We have it written down in
if
our,
you and I die,
declaration.
If you and I both die on a plane flight, who becomes president of the company?
Well, we have to have
Sam. I'm sending it to you right now. It is not Sam.
No,
I know who it is. Caesar.
No, it's Remy.
Oh my God!
No!
I'm hugging you.
I feel like I should quit after
I feel
that.
like I just put in my notice.
I sent it to you with my mental powers.
If we die together,
you know how
the
loyal
new...
I've been to this goddamn company, and Remy gets it all.
For the record, if y'all die and Remy takes over, Sam and I are killing Remy.
Yeah, for sure.
That's up to you. Don't care.
It has nothing to do with that. The fact that you pulled, dude, I knew you would know. I knew you would know that.
That's the best possible scenario.
That's why we're the fucking bosses. You fucking dickheads.
We want to leave a path of destruction in our wake. All burned down. It's like, you make your crazy general the new president because you know it's going to go bad. But what do you care? You're dead.
Oh, it's me and Butler in here every day, just getting drunk together.
But
you can't have double Butlers every day.
No, but Remy'd be like,
we can.
You gotta do all like fucking show and everything, man.
Tim Armstrong's here.
All our commercials are in the book, Remy. I'll teach you the password.
Okay, I need to know because you guys told me to put this on the list today. What the hell is Butler's Farm?
Oh, okay.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't know.
So,
well, you got a farm?
When we saw Butler and his wife at Hullabaloo, which, by the way, thanks to everybody that we saw. Was that last week?
Fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was Saturday.
God damn,
it's been a long week.
It's a great event.
What a great event.
Thornton Park District.
I know you, and he won't go on too long about it, but Mark McGrath is the
nicest man
you guys
in the
want
world.
to fuck him, right?
Yeah. I mean,
you can't stop talking about him.
Okay, would I fuck him?
You would.
Would I not fuck him? No.
Also, the man looked incredible in person. Like he looked younger than all of us.
It's
and
weird.
I've said this on multiple shows, but I was astounded. I was like, "Oh my god, you look 28 years old."
But beyond
like 54.
that, he was the nicest goddamn rock star I've ever met. And
I've been trying to tell y'all for years.
And you were correct. and you and I but we've all met so many different famous people and rock stars. Like we've met people that are way more famous. Maybe not famous, more famous than him. He's pretty goddamn famous. He might be one of the most famous people I've met. But in that, you would think that he would be
at least jaded a little bit. I mean, when you're famous for that, I mean, the guy's
especially
been famous
being
for 30
known
years.
for like something in the 90s.
Yep.
It's kind of a joke to some people now.
Yep. Yeah. And the new album,
he loves it. He makes fun of himself.
The new album,
super humble.
It's
great.
A
yacht rock album.
It's called Little Yachty. It's great. But they are so nice, and he is the nicest, biggest star I've ever met by far. He's not a dickhead. Everybody in the band, I got to meet Dean Butterworth, the drummer for Good Charlotte, The Used. I mean, he drums for...
He travels with every fucking band, every artist. Yeah. He's so good. Me and my husband were talking about that. I'm like, how many fucking songs does that guy know how to play on drums? Because he works with so many people.
Look it up. It's listed.
Thousands of songs.
It's listed, but his pedigree is 25 pages of rock stars he's worked with. Anyway.
And it looks like we'll be working with them again for next year. And
I hope so. Yeah, they said see you next year. If you enjoyed that event, it would go a long way. Reach out to them, let them know you loved it, and share some photos.
Check out Sugar Ray's new album, the Little Yachty.
Little Yachty, it's great.
Yeah,
it's great.
How is the mayor looking, Buddy?
Great. Buddy's always cool.
Great, but not as good as Mark McGrath. No, no offense.
Mark McGrath is the best looking person of his age I've ever seen in person. Like, it's that astounding. Like,
it is.
Like, when I used to be... It's
weird.
Like, when Bill Bellamy was sitting here, I'm like, how old? What? Oh, my God, you look great.
But you realize they're from... It's almost like they're in the same vampire cult.
Because they know each other really well.
Yeah. It is
like they're tight
weird.
because like they were an MTV band. Like now he did the what was it, Access Hollywood, where he was
I think he was extra
or extra. Yeah, he was a correspondent. That was like an 06.
And I love how people are like, "Well, he's got a lot of work done." Well, good, of course. Like
as long as it looks good, who cares?
I don't believe in fucking magic. I know he did, but I'm telling you how good it looks.
Like I'll be honest, in photos, I was like, "Oh man, he's gonna look weird."
If I could spend the money to look that good, if I had it, I would. Everybody would. Who doesn't want to be 54 and look 28?
Look at Dolly Parton.
I know, she looks
fucking phenomenal.
Those are two of my favorite musicians. You just have to see him in person, and then you'll be like, "Oh, okay, like it makes sense now."
Yeah. I look at myself in the mirror. I'm like, God damn, you're disgusting.
Enough with the McGrath. You ran into Butler and his wife.
So at the Hullabaloo event,
guys are obsessed with
Butler
McGrath.
started complaining about this farm he went to that earlier on that day, and I was like, "What is this?" He's like, "I went to the farm," and
Butler's wife is so smart and so sweet. Yeah, she's so nice,
and she it brings you to.
Why would she want to slum it with you?
I know, and
big old dick.
I can tell that. I know that's not true.
Wait,
Tom.
Well, we're learning
more of a boy.
Sam and I are learning a lot today, but I would have gone. He's skinny. I was thinking long brown. Like
skinny.
Bubba has.
Oh, okay.
Our friend Bubba, big. His dick is huge. He can't get it hard, but I mean, it's long.
Come on.
I mean, that motherfucker.
Squeeze the base.
It looks like a goddamn cattail. It's so long, but like, it's not going to do anything.
Brown,
but
football brown.
Yeah, stuff it.
So you were telling me, and I can tell that you couldn't complain about it too much because your wife was sitting next to you. But
he was like,
so
what?
So you went to a farm, and then you're like, we have to go volunteer. And
so we went to
shoveling. I'm like, what?
So my wife was like, all right, we're going to go out to DeLand. We're going to go hit up this farm. I'm not going to drop the name, but it was it's like a co-op farm. It's a beautiful location too.
What does that mean, co-op?
Co-op.
Farm?
So like you can pay into, and then you get your share of produce. Local seasonal produce.
Oh, okay.
And so we go there, and it's beautiful. And I was like, oh wow, this place is amazing. Like it looks really nice. And so we go in there, and we're looking at all the produce that's available, and it's a flat rate of I don't know. I think it was actually kind of expensive. I want to say over $200 to do this for the season, which is like 7 months long. So you're getting a lot of produce for this.
Okay.
And
how far is it from where you live?
Too fucking far for me to go out.
Already out then. I'm already out.
I'm already out, and I'm committed now because now my wife also, when she signed up for this, also
does she know about McDonald's apples? They never go down. They're fucking great. You can leave them out for months. They'll be perfect.
In the fucking fine print, it requires each of us to do 5 hours of fucking manual labor on this farm every 2 weeks. Every fucking 2 weeks or so.
So you have to go do farming.
I gotta fucking go farm shit.
And why are you paying?
I don't fucking know. I would have thought the paying would have opted you out of doing the dumb farm shit.
Of course.
So Jen's like, well, I guess we're coming back out here in 2 weeks.
No.
I was like, fuck that. I was like, you can do 20 hours of work. I'll sit here and have the dinner ready for this fucking shit produce you're sending me.
No.
So you have to pay into this co-op to be able to get the vegetables and fruits that they farm, but you have to put in time and your own
my money is my time, motherfucker.
Money
I'm not
time.
Can you pay an extra amount to not have to do it?
No. It's like you have to fucking be part of the farm. You have to
Just go to Whole
you can't
Foods,
slap
right?
an extra 20 or Benjamin or some shit. Be like, hey bro,
can you
this month? He's like, no, I'm sorry. That's a good donation though.
Can you bring someone to work in your stead?
Like go to the Home Depot.
I was going to ask you if your kids want to come learn about the farm, Tom.
The biggest disrespect to the you're like, hey, I got some work for you with this co-op farm.
But they're going to do it better than he's going to do it.
I know that's why you're doing this, because you don't want to do that, but you're going to end up doing that.
It's super fucked up.
I'm just bringing a joint and I'm going to get lost in a field.
You get Owen and Tom in the same room together, and there's going to be some slight racism.
Oh, yeah.
We're doing it for Norm. Can't you just go to any farmer's market and
That's what I'm saying.
You know what? You goddamn right you can.
Okay, it's the same thing.
Your wife gets you in these most ridiculous fucking
She wants to
man.
pick it and it be like the fresh seasonal fucking produce. She doesn't want someone else to pick it and someone to go through the shit. She wants to be able to go through.
And probably it means something to her for her to put in the work to actually grow the vegetables. Because it's like my wife. My wife loves that. She's like, I don't want it.
How long has your wife been trying to grow avocados?
Oh, I had to bring them in because the cold front. Mad. I'm like, fuck this shit.
And I know.
They're right there, Publix.
And I know, I only know this because I am now, our government has a terrorist warning system, codes. And right now I'm on a yellow because I realized that through influence that my wife very soon will start growing avocados. She was talking to my daughter about it, and then she was going to this whole spiel about how
Miss Crystal grows her own avocados, and it takes years to do it.
Oh, yeah. You know how many years, by the way?
6, I heard.
It's between 4 and 6 years before they'll start even doing anything. I'm like, 6 years? I'll be dead by then.
Isn't that the same amount as kids? They don't do shit till they're like 6, right?
6 years of bringing this shit indoors every time it gets cold, and it's not worth it.
So Maisie now wants to grow avocados because of Miss Crystal. And when Daddy was asked to save the avocado seeds so we could do that, I punted them in the trash because I'm not going to do this.
Whatever you do not start growing bananas. The fucking side of my house looks like I live in Thailand. I got to go out there with a machete and cut that shit back. It's fucking. I planted 3 trees. I have 8,000 fucking banana trees now. I am a trash person. I'm a banana trash person.
How many bananas you need?
Banana trash person. Also slightly racist. But
how many bananas you need? Like fucking bushels.
Just go to the store like a regular fucking human.
And they're tiny little fucking bananas. I don't even know why I fucking planted them. They're like little fingerling ones.
Yeah, when I see those though, I go, my penis.
Didn't you say that it was all weird fucking vegetables too? That like you were.
Yeah, no, I don't even know what the fuck they are. It's not like there was no. I didn't see any peppers, no carrots.
What do you got?
Those are white carrots that taste like fucking
white carrots.
White carrots.
White carrots. White carrots.
And it was tasteless. It wasn't sweet at all. It tastes more like a root vegetable, like a.
Let me tell you something right now. Orange carrots don't do shit. All they do is sit in their fucking roasting pan, and you put the maple syrup glaze on them. They don't do fuck. But a white carrot now, pure white carrot, that shit'll leap right off the plate, man.
Oh man, well, I also have like 2 pounds of bok choy. It's fucking. That's like
gross. That is like
nobody
likes bok choy.
That can fill up a small room. 2 pounds of bok choy leaves is a lot of fucking leaves.
The bok choy is not.
Yeah, you put it in a salty ass soup. That's the only way to eat it.
We make enchiladas with it. We roll it up.
Oh, bok choy enchiladas sound like shit. Wow. If I came to your house and you're like, so we have bok choy enchiladas, I politely push back. Yeah. I don't say a word. I walk backwards, hands up, get my car, drive away.
You haven't eaten those fresh McDonald's apples? those are the shit. All right, let's
We should get sponsored by McDonald's.
No, but their apples are amazing.
They dip them in lemon juice. Confirmed.
Ironically enough, we curse too much, which is somehow against McDonald's standards.
Which is also, you're killing America, McDonald's. You shouldn't give a fuck about any cursing.
I don't think they do. Anyway, so Travis, what's going on in some watering holes?
Man, so
they're wet.
They're all wet and stinky. No, we have this Saturday. This Saturday at Falcon Bar, they're releasing. They're unveiling their new mural. So they do murals, and they roll them out for every couple months. There's also going to be amazing drink specials. They have a fantastic cocktail craft beer selection as well. Sunday
they have new stickers, right?
They have new stickers as well. They have the rainbow stickers over at Falcon Bar. So get those while they're hot. They are very nice.
They're really good.
We also have Sunday. We have the big game event at Tuffy's. It's their big game super pre-game or
Superb
Super Bowl party.
Super Bowl tailgate party. They're calling it. Yeah. So he's gonna have a bunch of stuff.
The internet's mad. They can't come out.
I think they called it Super Tailgate.
Sponsored by Jameson Irish Whiskey and Absolute. There's also going to be a bunch of food out there. Swine and Sons, bacon smash burgers. There's going to be some brats out there. Nice. All kinds of fun stuff. Definitely check that out. It's 21 and up because it is a drinking event. And then Thursday, come check us all out. The entire T&D crew is going to be out there for the F Awards with Fair Villa. Right there. So we're going to be presenting some stuff. Sam and I will be presenting the best porno movie award or something.
I think it was best porn title.
And we're doing best gift idea.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Samantha?
All right, so February 20th, my husband's band Melodic Descent will be opening for the Whalers, which is a pretty big deal at Ace Cafe.
Dude, that's awesome. I didn't know they got that gig.
They just announced that.
That's really
nice.
February 21st, there is a Porky's meetup. Everybody show up and support Steve and Porky's.
Steve's been having a tough time, so we go out there and give him some love.
It's been a slow winter season, so let's get out there.
Which is weird because, like, my favorite food, everybody's favorite food, is barbecue.
Yeah, especially sit out in the porch,
drink some beers, have some good, like fresh barbecue.
Good weather. Go by Porky's.
Warm you up, too.
Yeah, man. Get spiced it up a little bit.
And then February 29th is the Semantics 3-year. It's at 2 p.m. at Rock Pit Brewing. We are also going to have a silent auction there, and all proceeds will benefit Orlando Girls Rock Camp.
I love it.
I think I have a bass guitar.
Hell yeah,
donate
it.
I'm
yeah.
going to donate to that. So, yeah.
And
Thank you.
Owen, if people want to listen to your podcast,
please check out onoradioshow.com. Pretty much wherever you find podcasts, just type in OHNO Radio Show. You'll find it. Join our group on Facebook. That means a lot to us because that's where you can find anything that's going on with us. Patreon.com/ONRS, and look out for details on an upcoming bowling tournament.
Yeah, when is that happening?
I'm gonna let everybody know when I know. And no, it's coming up. It's coming up soon. Details are kind of coming together. But please, join our Facebook group so you can find any and all of that information.
God damn it! I've never screamed out loud about anything in my
Roseanne, yeah.
I guess on the show I have, but
it still makes me laugh.
I thought the bench was wide!
All right, Roseanne.
You screamed that loud on a Lost commercial that we recorded earlier that we had to
I
scrap.
always scream on the show.
Yeah, we did a commercial and we lost it. We had remember the staticky artifact?
I feel bad because no one's going to hear that because that shit was fucking
we can put it out.
We do still have it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just going to sound like shit, but, we can put it out. Anything else, my brother?
Nope, I think that's it. Go to TomandDan.com for any new merch. We still got some hoodies left and some other stuff on there. And become a BDM because we're about to do a BDM-only party coming up soon.
Yeah, sign up now. Guys, thanks so much for listening. We appreciate it. TomandDan.com for all things Tom and Dan. On socials, do me a favor. This would really help me out. If you go to twitch.tv/TomandDanLive and smash that Prime button, we get a little bit of coin, and you can watch the show weekly. Also, youtube.com/TomandDanLive. That is our replay of the Friday Free Show. Fully edited, easy to watch. Watch it on your TV. And also Tom and Dan Live on every other social media outlet. I've tried to consolidate it and make it easier for you guys to find us. So if you subscribe, whatever you got to do for those kind of things, I would appreciate that. And I guess we will see you next week.
Oh, wait a minute. I can't publish that. It's mediocre.
And now it's time for the Tom and Dan end of the show footnotes. Today you heard music from
Higher Power. Up first was the latest from this spicy little band from their newest 27 Miles Underwater album. You heard the song Shedding Skin, and this song will peel your skin off. Black Lips is a band that you're definitely going to have to Google, but you will enjoy. This is my pick of the week. And from their brand new Sing in a World That's Falling Apart album, you heard the song Hooker John. Colony House was up next with some new music from their mega new Leave What's Lost Behind album. You heard their song El Capitan. Man, I wish I could have two picks of the week. And then we close out the show with new music from Picturesque in the form of their newest single. Now, there's going to be a full length soon. If you like this, I really, really do. And this is their latest single entitled Necessary. And on that note, we will see you next week.
How to get my attention? I fell